I've heard of it.
Okay.
Never actually tried that before.
Well, go find some rubbing alcohol, about 90%, and try that.
Trash can punch, baby, from fraternity years.
No, that bottle of Everclear, the best part was the, 95-pound little blonde girl came over. Oh, I like alcohol.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Walking around with this really big cup of it.
Oh, no. That's dangerous.
Yeah, walking around with this really big cup of it. Sips.
Oh.
There we go. Okay.
What was that one you found? It was like the flavored Everclear. It was grape flavored. Looked like a bottle of cough syrup.
Dude, I don't even remember. We had
It probably was cough syrup.
Let's see. Making sure.
It's not that bad, though, 2020 stuff.
No.
Make sure it's coming across right. Hold on, I'm going to listen to something here.
2020 stuff.
I hear doggos.
No. I remember when Chris got pissed at me for ordering 151 for my choice of shots at the bar.
He was a lightweight, though. 151.
The one for my choice of shots at
Okay. Making sure I could hear y'all on stream. What are they doing? Oh, my Lord.
I hear doggos.
Happy doggos.
The German Shepherd got let out, and so she immediately goes and just creates total havoc with all the other dogs. She's upset she was put in the cage for a while. Okay, let me shut the door and we'll get started. That's the way to start off the stream. All right. Look at that pretty. That is so pretty.
What is?
Go look at the stream. Look at the. Now they got all the overlays and got them set and them working.
Oh.
Isn't it
move that chair out of the way.
Fancy.
It is fancy. And we got more. Cool. Because we're kind of know what we're doing on Twitch. We smarticles. All right. Let's get the father. Let him get his chair set. So, El Senor, Monsignor, I should say.
Padre Alejandro.
That's right.
He's in costume today.
Like it.
Is it really a costume if that's what he wears on a regular basis? Come on.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, good father.
Ah.
Right. Okay, let's get started. We've got our Monday Savage Worlds. Was getting ready to say the double D word. That's not what we're playing tonight. We're playing some good old Western Deadlands Reloaded. Savage Worlds in our Monday group. And as always, we'll do our introductions and a recap since we're at episode number 2. Just getting started and we're learning. So if anybody's new, it's watching, bear with me because I'm still trying to get it all settled out. It's not too difficult, but we haven't gone, a lot of discovery still going on in the town of Coffin Rock. But like I said, let's do our introductions. Let our characters, our lovely players, introduce their characters and a little bit about themselves, and then we'll do a recap. And up first is our father, our holy man, Alejandro.
Ah, yes. I am Father Alexander Anderson. I am here to spread the word of the Lord across the world. And of course, the only one true God and his Son, Jesus Christ. All others are heathens and shall be slaughtered.
So say yes. Okay. Amen. Santiago.
Amen.
Amen. Hello. I'm playing Santia Rosalina Morales. She is south of the border. She is a gunslinger, I think. And she's here to shoot things and hopefully be cool with other people and fight prejudice.
Thaddeus.
I am playing Thaddeus Walker, the bounty hunter, whose parents were killed. So I took up bounty hunting to pursue their murderer and make money along the way.
Doctor, I in Versailles. In Versailles.
Yes, I am Dr. Ivan. You may call me Dr. Ivan. I am here in the West to complete my goal of the first man in space. But first, we must launch a test rocket. So I just need 4.2 tons of ghost rock and the monkey.
He's not lying, folks. He wants a monkey.
But not just any monkey.
Any monkey.
He must be a trained astronautical monkey.
Oh my lord! All right, that is our lovely crew, who find themselves in the town of Coffin Rock, sent there by their benefactor and employer, one of Praetorius Rockefeller. Yes, not associated with the Rockefeller clan, but from the town, his barren cattle ranch out in the city of Dry Gulch in the Texas Panhandle. And Coffin Rock is situated in the southwestern, south mid area of Colorado. And they went there to just reestablish contact with Mr. Daly. I believe John Daly was his name, a distant cousin of Praetorius, who he was waiting on some land purchases and some communique to help establish some more grazing areas as the railroads have continued their conquest of establishing rail lines from the east coast to the west coast. And Praetorius is wanting to get up and grab as much land as he possibly can to use for his benefits. And contact with Mr. Daly was lost several months back. And so Praetorius sent his group of hired hands, some of the only ones he could find are kind of not doing anything or looking busy. He sent them off, and they made their way to Coffin Rock, where they have so far discovered a town that once was in its heyday but no longer. There are still few inhabitants that live in the area and do run shops, establishments, make their living here. They did find a mansion in the north eastern part of town. Yes, you will, Thaddeus. Oh, dude, did it not clear out? We'll do that in a second. That has been burned down, and I think y'all discovered that it was Mr. Daly's mansion. And I believe Dr. Ivan, on a stupendous roll, one of the first rolls had one that exploded on him several times, just was able to slightly discern or discover that the fire was not accidentally induced, that it was some propellants and kerosene and some other things that were put into the study area and set on fire. They have met the sheriff and some of his deputies, not a very friendly man, in the saloon. They have found the livery of the stables with the corral, which they kind of stayed. They stayed their first night there after cleaning out one of the stalls that had a few dead horses in it. Dr. Versailles created one of his first contraptions, which burrowed a hole in himself in the ground, which then they used to bury the horses in. Let's see, what else have we discovered? They know that there is a large graveyard over on the southeastern part of town, and there's a church over there. And I believe that Father Alexander has made his way over there and had a brief introduction with the father of that. Where is he at? Here he is. No, I'm going to find him. Mayor, not piano, minors, mayor. Well, come on, where's he at? Dinosaur Fool's Gold. There he is. Okay, so met the Brotherhood of the New Covenant, which is what they call themselves, led by, I don't know, actually the deacon there, he never told you his name, did he, Alexander? You never asked, did he?
I don't believe he did.
Yeah, so I almost gave some away. And they have made it to the saloon. It's kind of run down, and they met. That's where they met the sheriff because apparently Thaddeus took on the role of helping kind of be a bouncer type already in the bar, and was going to rough it up a little bit. And I believe the good doctor was getting ready to get a smacking from a drunk miner that was there drinking away, and that got calmed down. And then, yeah, the doctor right now has actually found the real doctor, or not a real doctor, sorry, that is so wrong to say, but the medical doctor in town, and was in the middle of a discussion of procedures and basically talking shop. When we left it that's where you were in building number 11, the doctor was, and
Yes, I was going to eat bacon, drink coffee, and talk shop.
they were going to talk shop. They're talking shop. Father Alexander Anderson. He had just left the church, which is number 7, after being invited in, but passed on meeting and going in to worship with the covenant in their keep. Thaddeus, I can't remember what you were back still with were you still messing with the blacksmith?
I visited the blacksmith to see if there was a place to eat breakfast, and then I went back to the livery to eat my rations because there was no
That's right.
breakfast places.
There's no really breakfast in Santia. You were basically in the livery, and you noticed as you were watching around that that building number 4 is the sheriff's. Basically, you can kind of tell that looks to be the pokey, and where you can kind of see a couple deputies laying around, and 2 of them were kind of sitting out on the porch area, and they watched the good doctor go into the doctor's office, and then they brought the marshal to the porch and were pointing across the street.
Well, I mean, the good doctor did shoot a lightning bolt from his head, so yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
he
He
did.
shot a lightning bolt out into the. I forgot all. Oh my God! I didn't get a chance to go back and review the session. Oh man, I
He put on
apologize.
his helmet, and there goes the lightning.
Did I leave that image up here for everybody to see what they're like going? What is he talking about? No, I need to put it back. We'll put this back. Yeah, because that's going to be something that's probably going to show up. But anyway, so that means, so we need to clear, you are correct, I need to clear chips for everybody, and that means this is me trying to learn.
I think we said it was in the party sheet at the
Okay,
bottom.
that's right. Yeah, I got to go to the party sheet. So this is tools. Okay, so then I go to character something. Well, okay, so I got to do this every time. Wow, it's like a character summary page that I can bring up, but I can't keep all of y'all's.
It should just be one button.
What I thought. So use.
It's like clear chips or reset chips or something like that.
So if I right mouse click on it, it just says add all PCs. I did that. It doesn't show it though. That's why I need Corey. Corey, where the hell are you? Get over here and help me. Because I can deal. I can't. Yeah, ward fate chip, and so that's not it. So I can pull.
Because it was in the bottom of the party sheet, I thought here.
Is it? Let me look. Let me look at y'all's party sheet. Let me see. Reset fate chips. There it is. Look at that. See, I don't even. You think I don't know Fantasy Grounds? I don't. But I am resetting, and it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it happened.
But I don't see it happening on y'all's portraits. They show
Yeah,
chips.
it's just I keep drawing the same chips. I don't.
Yeah, I
I've
got
drawn
two
like 6
different
different
ones.
types.
Okay, I'll stop resetting because I'm not seeing the chips change. Okay, I'll shut up. I'll stop. My players
Don't
are
change it, I got
schooling
a
the
good
shit out of
one.
me. Like, do I GM or what? The cat's out of the bag. I'm sorry. All right, so I want to. Every time I've got to do that. Then okay, so
You should only have to do it once at the start of each session.
Oh, I'm talking about the character summary page. It doesn't keep y'all in there like the combat tracker, and it's easy for me because I can see all your attributes and skills from one box and kind of see what's going on if I want to play around with. It's like the front page of your character sheet, somewhat. That would be actually the traits tab. I kind of see a derived version of that, and I need to I want to get comfortable when I'm looking at that, understanding it. Anyway, okay, so they have their chips. They have their bennies. The poker chips. Okay. What's up, Winston? Good to see you. We're doing a little Deadlands, episode 2, as we venture off into the Weird West on the channel on Monday nights. All right, so that is where we will pick up. As the good doctor is, let's see, we can actually, I can't put you on the... Why can't I put you on the map? Unlock it and see what happens. That is so weird. I'm trying to draw you because maybe I draw you from the combat tracker instead. Okay. I am in bad shape.
Relearning all over again.
Well. Okay. Why is one big and one small? That is weird.
Hold control.
Yeah, I'm going to change that, but like their tokens...
Wait, his is a circle.
I know. You notice that? Let's see what... And so is 2 are circles and 2 are squares. Wow.
What?
Well, at least we know who the squares of the party are.
Yeah, see, look at that. It's like a chip. I wonder if that's the token. I didn't create token. Okay, so anyway, we'll use it kind of that way. It is late morning as the good doctor and hold on, I'll bring on what's up, Doc. You are chatting with Dr. Osgood, and he is, y'all basically are talking shop, but it's really, are you medicine versed, Ivan?
Well, I know a little bit. Like how... Yeah, it's like it's really crispy with a lot of lightning.
And remind me again why you shot the lightning bolt out of your helmet.
Well, he wanted to know what kind of inventions I'd worked on and things I'd done, and
you showed him.
Because I'm a doctor of engineering and physics, and he didn't know what that entailed, so I showed him.
He did. All right. So, with that being said, we will pick up there. So the good doctors are chatting. Alexander, what will you be doing?
Oh, I'm done visiting the church. I figure I'd just head back to the barn, see what everyone else is up to.
Okay, so you're ambling along. Okay. Ooh. Got some music. Can y'all hear that?
Oh.
No.
No.
Wonder if
I don't hear anything.
I gotta figure out how I send audio back to y'all. Hopefully the stream can hear it. So it's showing up at least on the...
Yeah.
Winston says he can hear it.
Winston,
they
you can hear it?
have it on the stream.
Okay, good. Okay. I got to figure it out. It's learning the VC stuff still. All right, so so Alexander's making his way back from the church, and don't forget, do you remember what you saw, Alexander?
Yes, I remember whenever he turned away and the light from the stained glass hit him, his face changed to where he was extremely disfigured. And then as soon as he was back bruised, yes.
Yeah, bruised and kind of brown, discolored. Not more than really, it wasn't decrepit and all that, but he looked like he was really bruised, deep, dark, his flesh was dark in spots, things like that. Yes. Okay. Thaddeus, Santia, what will you be doing?
We were eating our rations.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Eating
Yeah.
some rations.
But you said that I noticed the deputies from here?
You noticed the deputies. You were because you're up you're in the upper part of um um the stables in the hayloft area. It's kind of where y'all made your kind of camp for the night. And it's got both. It's got a window and out, kind of a door opening, both on that upper floor on both sides of the building, and kind of watching and you doing your walking around, kind of looking and paying attention to stuff. When you were at the north side of the stable, you were able to see some of the deputies kind of lounging around on that front patio area, and then you kind of knew where the doctor was at, and they were watching him across the street.
Ah. Okay.
And you saw something which the other building 18 possibly looked like some type of bank, but it doesn't look like there's anybody in there, anything going on in the bank.
Oh, okay. Could she... Well, she probably already knows that people are staring at the doctor really weird. Probably shouldn't be left alone asking for monkeys everywhere. She'll turn to Thaddeus and be like, Oye, Thaddeus! Thaddeus!
Yes.
Where did Dr. Ivan go?
He doesn't.
Oh! Well
Okay,
then.
because he went over he was over with the blacksmith and that over there, and he never saw
Oh, that's
where the
right.
doctor went.
You did the thing.
where the doctor's at, because you
Okay,
were watching
well
from up
then.
high. Yes.
She's going to pat Thaddeus on the shoulder and she's like, Oye, Thaddeus, let's go to Dr. Ivan. I don't think we should leave him by himself. She points over to where she saw the deputies and sees that they're reacting.
Good idea.
Okay. So she'll start heading over there.
Okay.
As will I.
Dr. Ivan, what will be going on between you and the great Dr. Osgood? He has, so he, seems to be, he's fairly, well, at least, seems to know what he's talking about. He seems very interested in knowing more about you. He is concerned that, and he has spoken several times about the watching yourself. You seem to be, a little man who has kept himself inside a lot, and so you have to make sure and watch it out here, because he's had to have several of his last few clients. He's been concerned. Their skin is the sunburn's bad. That's very dry, and he's shaken your hands a couple of times and looked at you and asked about making sure that your skin is, you want to make sure and keep it healthy, and moisturized. You've got to watch it, because out here it can dry up real fast. You got to be careful about it.
No worries. I'm sure I have something in the bag to help it out. Maybe some lotion, maybe a zappy ray. The hair growth worked great. Do you not see?
He's. I think you still have the colander on your head.
Yes.
Yes, and so he yes.
Found it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looks at you, and he's looking at checking your hands, and then he also will every now and then he'll look out to the street level where the ground is still kind of charred a little bit from where your lightning bolt shot out there and then slapped into the ground, and he finishes serving you some bacon and a cup of coffee, and it's very bitter, a little bit strong maybe for your taste.
delicious, like I made one time in Colander.
Make me a notice roll, would you, good doctor? While you're sitting here chatting all this time. Okay. One thing that will catch your attention, as you were, watching the doctor and trying, from time to time, you will look across, out of a door, you will catch your reflection, in the glass. And you're noticing, being a quite chipper man that you are, and very jovial, the face that will reflect back to you, however, has a troubled scowl across your brow. Get up,
go straight to the glass. How do you do this? This is marvelous.
Yeah, the reflection, but it's brief. And now, when you run up to the door, and once you saw that, you can make me another notice roll now, please. There'll be a lot of notice roll. Oh, look at that! Oh my god! What the hell?
Oh my gosh!
That was
he notices everything.
4 aces, man, on a D4. Okay. All right.
Good stuff.
You will. Once you're examining the door and you open it back and forth, and you're looking and you're hitting it and touching it, and you're looking back at Dr. Osgood, and he is, taken back for a second, but you will, looking through the glass, you will look across and be able to see the deputies, and they've got the sheriff. And they're pointing and looking at you, and they're looking at the sheriff, and he, you see him grabbing some rope, so to speak, and they, kind of itching hands on their guns a little bit, and he's looking at them, and when you look through the door and you're seeing all this, they kind of are looking at each other, and then they stop, all three of them, and they're looking at you.
He will wave to him. Morning! It is good morning for coffee, is it not? The bacon, it was a little burnt, but Mom said never to complain about free food.
Roughly say, get a rope.
You did look at my hindrances and everything, right?
Yes. Okay. I know. And I was like, oh, he had to do that. Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Well, yes. He's yeah, but so even with that's a major though too. He suffers, but it did roll even with that. So even with that going on, but you blew up.
Well, he can know this stuff.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have any common sense.
So roll me a common sense roll then. Yeah, go ahead and give me the roll. That's okay. I need to get into
common
that
knowledge.
Yeah. Does the common sense kick in when you did that? Before you did that, I probably should have had you roll that one too. There he goes again. Oh no, we do. I thought, okay. Oh, holy moly!
I got
Never
one.
Mind. Yeah.
Got one.
Yep, that's gonna do it. Well,
wow.
So you're waving to him and saying all that, and you'll see the sheriff point to the two deputies, and they begin to come off the porch and come walking your way. And I
do not know that we have enough coffee. Do we have enough coffee?
Are we
and y'all
around
are making,
the corner?
So y'all are making your way. Yeah, y'all are coming around. Y'all are the back side of the building to the doctor's office, and
Do we
y'all
hear
might
all of that
hear.
yelling?
Yeah, y'all can make me some notice rolls while I'm bringing up the Ooh, macaroni. Okay. All right, Thaddeus. Why don't y'all are just, I'm not getting anything my way, no. Barkeep. Where is... That's Taylor Johnson. I need the... What was the name of the... 6 Feet Under, right? That was... Yeah, there we go. The 6 Feet Under is the bar, and I wanted a couple of the sheriffs, but it's really interesting. The book's got them all laid out, but where are my NPCs here? Let's see. Do I have NPCs? Do they do it that way? Doesn't look like they do. Critters and humans. Oh my God, that's what they call them. And instead of NPCs.
What do they call them?
The button's called Critters and Humans.
Oh.
Isn't that funny?
I love it.
NPCs. All right, let's see. Oh, come here. So from Coffin Rock. I need a deputy. There we go. And here they come. How do I... There we go. Okay, y'all can see them, right? Yep, there they come. There are 2 deputies coming this way. So Thaddeus, you will hear Cynthia. You'll barely hear across the side of the building, but Thaddeus, you'll definitely hear the doctor calling out to somebody. And making definitely a racket. Huh? And y'all will come around the corner, and you will see the doctor's kind of at the porch looking through the glass and all that, and then outside the door, and there are 2 deputies. Here they come, and they seemed a little determined to.
Oh my.
What will you do?
Well then.
What do you 2 want to do?
I'm going to quicken my pace and get to Dr. Ivan.
Same. Right behind you.
And making no...
Know what?
Trying to think of the word I want to use. Making it a point to let them know that I have my hands on my guns as I'm walking.
Ooh.
Oh.
I know. Trying to see now, how do I clear the combat tracker if this is where this is going to go? Because we have to roll. If I know there's a way to do this. I can't. Man, I really need Corey's got to show me how to change tracker type. That's chase track. Oh, it really is a chase? That's cool. I don't know how to do it.
Would it
Are you trying to roll basically initiative?
Well, what you do is you clear it, and then we'll give you can clear the initiative, and then you can kind of play it out. Yeah, and I know there's a way to do this, so because it's all y'all all have cards right now, and
what about is there anything about clearing cards?
Action cards. That's clear all. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, it's under action cards. I was thinking that was the adventure card stuff that you can get, but that's no. So it's called action cards or initiative cards. So it's a little bit different terms. Like I said, they do that across the different scenarios they have for Savage Worlds. There'll be changes to the names and all that. Yes, Eric. Yes, Father Alexander is in his priestly garb for the show. Isn't that cool? So slowly but surely. It looks like I'm gonna have to get my game up a little. Okay. So Thaddeus begins to walk, and yes, the deputies will both kind of pause for a brief moment as they see you making your way.
We're strutting along, getting to him. Like, Dr. Ivan!
Oh, hello! Doctor, how much coffee do you have? I have friends!
Oh, you will hear him. Well, bring them in. Sure. I'll make another.
Come
pot.
in. He has some very good coffee. It chews wonderfully.
Oh, you choose.
Ooh, Eric, you just cheered 100 bits, and I got the Discord. I mean, the Stream Elements is not set on this deal, so that's an adventure card for. What is the
100 bits?
Isn't it adventure card?
I don't know. Where's the thing that lets you know?
Because I on this one I had to set it up. I was trying to figure out where I was going to put it, and so let me bring up the store. I don't even know my own stuff. So it's an adventure card.
I'm pretty sure it's an adventure card.
It
because
is an
on
adventure
Wednesdays
card.
It's the same.
Yes. So Eric, who gets the adventure card? Since it was bought for 100 bits. Got to be Alexander. All right. Dr. Alexander's going to get a card. And
Padre.
And so,
Padre
yes.
Alejandro.
Father. So here we go.
Thank you very much.
Freak do I do this? All right. Where's my card? Tools. All right. Library. Smith and I bought it. I bought the card, so I'll make sure that I not turn them on. I don't know. Some of their modules don't show. It's really weird. They don't show up in the interface. Marshall, I got it, and that's right. I got to draw. I get a chip for each. Okay, cool. All right, so I got chips for me. That's the card deck. I don't need that. That can be turned off. Let's see. That's the deck. That's the poker deck. How do I give Dr. Alexander? Do I give him a... Well, that's that. I don't want that. That's an action. I don't want that. I'll find out in a second while we're doing it. So, the image power tables. I can't find them. I did, and I bought them too. That is so cruel. So the Dr. Osgood tells you, Ivan, that he will make another pot of coffee, and he will, and he motions for you to tell them to come in. And you wave to them. Thaddeus and Santia, he is motioning you into the doctor's office. And you notice the deputies kind of step, and they both look back. They seem to be kind of looking back toward the patio area, but there's nobody on the patio at the moment.
All right. Well, she will follow behind and go in. I mean, who is to say no to free coffee?
Sure, I'll go in and have a coffee brownie.
It's a bonus if Dr. Ivan made a friend. Yay!
Okay. And y'all step in, and he it's not a bit. He doesn't really have a really big table, so he kind of clears off a little bit more, and and he he kind of he nods to you, Thaddeus, and he rushes Santia. He rushes up to you, and he's just, oh yes, and a female here. You must watch your skin. You can dry out here. And he you see him reach over, and he grabs you, holds your hand a little bit, and he takes his other hand, and he's kind of rubbing it he's shaking your hand and all that, but he's rubbing his other hand. He's kind of feeling your skin, making sure. We want to make sure that you keep this nice, because out here a female skin can really get dried up and tore up with the wind and the dust and all that. And he's rubbing it just a little too hard, for you.
Like, okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I grew up on a farm, though. It's fine. I understand the heat and how bad it can, harm the skin. I'm okay. Gracias.
Okay. And so, yeah, he I'm so sorry. And he pulls back, for a second, and he, turns back around to his little stove and all that, and he's, pouring in some coffee grounds and stirring it up and trying to get and he keeps looking back at y'all. He seems kind of worried maybe that you would leave. He's enjoying having company. We don't, many people come, other than with an ailment or two of a simple cold, how they catch it out here, or their eyes, the sunburn, but it's very delicate out here. I have to worry about it all the time, and I run out of my medicinal stores. It's a shame. Don't get enough supplies here. This time, we used to be able to, anything came in through this town, but not anymore. That's not the case anymore. It's such a troublesome time for us.
But why is that? Why is business bad?
Everybody left. There's not much left here. Once the copper mine played out, there wasn't any more. And good Mr. Daly tried his best to keep the town afloat, but it just seemed to break him over time. And I guess it was too much. And they found him dead in his bed. I had to come make sure of it. And he was.
And is that the same man whose house burned over there?
Yes. Such is the way that I believe, yes, that the good marshal, believe he found the culprit, killed the miner. The miner tried to scurry through there. Maybe was trying to find something of value. But
yes.
Well, he poured kerosene everywhere. What did he think would happen?
Who poured kerosene? What? What do you mean?
You do not see the tracks, the marks. It is plain to see, like glass laboratory. But we no talk about that.
No one ever said anything about kerosene. Unless that was just the miner being careless with it all.
He had so much kerosene.
My good doctor, did you happen to examine Mr. Daly to see if he was of natural causes or murder?
It seemed of mortal cause. No, I didn't. Yes, I understand what you say. He did not seem to have any wounds on him, other than I believe a broken man. He had definitely changed over these past 6 months, 7 months. He tried his best, like I said, and he kept pouring money into the mine, and he bought several more mines around there, and he was buying land in and around the town. But
are you certain he did not have enemies?
No, most of us in the town, he made this town what it was. If it wasn't for him and his investment in the mines, we wouldn't be here. And then he hired the sheriff and his gang, and they were keeping the city in an orderly fashion. And then the Reverend and his group came in not long before the good Sir Daly died.
I believe our friends just went to go visit the church.
And speaking of the great Father Alexander, where would you be now? So this is all going on. Will you have made your way back to the livery? Is that the true?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep. So you would be back over there now, and you will find that your companions are nowhere to be found.
Would I have heard any of the commotion going on?
Don't think so. There wasn't really much other than the great the Dr. Ivan making a ruckus on the patio for a brief moment. But other than that, they're inside the doctor's office having very bitter coffee. And the deputies will have made their way back and are kind of sitting on the porch watching. Now, Thaddeus, you and Santia, y'all can make me some notice rolls too.
Okay.
Are they trying to figure out how chewy the coffee is?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that, thank you
I
both.
love coffee cake.
Yeah. Their eyes will both light up, when they take a sip of it, but you will both also notice as you have peeked through a window, because I'm, looking out through, seeing what the deputies are doing, you will have noticed that, yes, the reflection for a brief moment, you caught yourself in the glass, and it was a scowl, worried, some worry lines on your face, ever so brief.
Oh.
And then it disappears. Uh-huh. Both of you do.
Oh. Ooh. That's odd.
Ever so brief. And Dr. Osgood comes back to you, and he asks you again, so, yes, if you worked on the ranch so much, my dear girl, what did you do? How was it that you've kept yourself so beautiful and timeless? You have you have no wrinkles. Your skin is very nice looking. I would expect somebody that worked that hard on a ranch and all the time out in the open, that your skin would show.
Bueno,
Weathering.
my father would not let me out all of the time. They would make me do, as one says, women's work all the time. But I liked going outside and working the field and como se dice, playing with the horses, cleaning, and the chickens, the gallinas, you gotta chase them in the sun. It's hard. It's hard to do. But, I suppose I was lucky enough, or if one were to say lucky anyway, to stay in the house a lot to take care of my younger siblings.
All right. He's enthralled as you're telling him this. And he's basically stopped in his tracks while you were relating this, and he was listening and nodding at a few things, and that's interesting. Yes. And he then looks to you, big, Thaddeus, and he goes, yes, you could tell that he is beaten down by the sun a great deal. Look at the scowls, look at his dried skin, and he tries to reach over to you, Thaddeus, and pull up a sleeve.
I pull my hand back and shake my head.
And
Doctor, I do not recommend touching my friend Thaddeus. He's a very, como se dice, touchy guy.
Yes. Well, if you've noticed a breakout, something wrong, please come back to me. I'd like to. It needs to be treated immediately before it, becomes an issue out here. Trust me. And he goes, well, if this, and it has been a pleasure to speak with you. You always know where to find me, and if you become sick or need assistance with taking care of yourself, I am always here. There's not much to do other than just keep clean, keep my utensils, and keep my laboratory, my hospital room nice and clean.
Did you say laboratory?
Yeah, basically he kind of where he mixes. Yeah, he will show you kind of his little room, but he's got a little spot next to the hospital bed and his little exam table where he kind of mixtures. He works on it's like some salves and oils and things like that to help with the dried skin, because it is a problem out here. But he says, I must get back to putting more to this together because it doesn't last long, and it takes time, and I'm running low on stock. I'm hoping that the next, trade caravan that will come through, hopefully, will have at least some animal fat that I can use. We're running low. You wouldn't happen to have any, would you?
We bury the horses.
Well,
The
has to be cured from the fresh bodies, I'm afraid. But he says my office is always open if you need assistance.
Thank you kindly, Doctor.
Then you are most welcome.
If you need assistance with anything, don't be afraid to ask. We are in town after all.
Yes, I would be glad to help you find some animal fat.
Well, there's... Yes,
we would need to know what the best type of animal fat would be.
Oh, that's... Well, if there's not much here, the mountains, there are a few, you must venture up, and you kind of got in your mountain range, and he points back toward the northeast, eastern direction. That's kind of... The mountain range kind of develops from there, and he, toward the mines and all that. You kind of know that's where they're at, and he will from time to time, antelope. It is actually we don't know. Actually, here I'll roll. We don't know what the season is, so it's going to be summertime. Oh yes, so that makes sense. And so there's no elk in the area right now. But he will say from time to time, you will come across a few small, gatherings of antelope that might be of use, of fresh animal fat. Doesn't really pertain needing me too much, but just needs to be fairly fresh so that I may cure it and boil it down and salve it up with a few oils and such. So if you do any hunting up there, please bring me some of the fats.
I will be sure to do that.
That would be great. And I would be able to pay you a few copper for it. Yes.
Okay.
2 cents. That'd be great. Wonderful.
That sounds like a plan. Don't you think so, Dr. Ivan?
Coffee.
Okay, so he goes to the porch and he opens up his door, and he is bidding you adieu for the day.
Muchas gracias, Doctor.
I guess we're heading outside. I don't know where we're going, but
Head back to the library, maybe. Livery.
Yeah, we should. Like, perhaps we should go and reconvene with El Padre.
You can? Okay. Y'all can move right back on over there.
Do 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 do.
And your companions will come around the corner as you are searching around for them, Father Alexander.
Oh, there you are. Where have y'all been?
we were having the most delicious coffee. It crunches so greatly.
Oh, sounds delicious. I went down to visit the church. I'm not sure. They seemed a little off, but I mean, they're good God-fearing people. There's something weird about the father's face, though, whenever the light hit it. Had some weird bruising on it.
Wonderful! We just met the doctor. We can take him there.
We did just meet the doctor over here. Dr. Ivan went and made a friend.
Like a doctor like Ivan, or a doctor?
No, he had no helmet.
No.
He was a doctor for human, for people.
Yes,
he was
yes.
a medical doctor.
Para las
yes.
personas. medical.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Well, did you learn anything from... Well, did you learn anything from him?
Oh, he's in desperate need of animal fat for his skin lotion.
Oh, well, let's dig up the horses.
He needs fresh animal fat, not not.
He said specifically not those horses.
Ah.
He needs fresh meat. But we did offer our help if he needed it. So if we come across anything, we could probably assist him. But, hey, you say there was something strange about that man's face. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but when I drank that coffee, I saw something strange. I don't know if the doctor put something weird in it or not. Did you see anything? Was that the only one that noticed that?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary other than the scowling face in the mirrors.
I saw that.
The scowling face! I don't know. That I'm glad that I was not just hallucinating. But that seems strange. I don't know why that was happening. He did not lace the coffee with anything, did he?
No, was it only in the mirror? Because the father down there, his face only changed in the light of the paned glass. I wonder if there's something weird going on here. More weird.
Doubt it.
And what else?
Oh yes, the doctor seems to have been attracting the deputies. Maybe we should be traveling in a group for now, yes?
That is most kind, because they are very lovely men, but the doctor, he does not swing that way.
I don't doubt it, I don't doubt it. So, where should we go? What's next? Where would we... Perhaps we should stop by the bank. I mean, we're here on behalf of Praetor and his cousin, was it?
You're here because of to see his cousin. To find
his cousin.
Yeah, John Daly, what you're finding out was his cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yes, his cousin is the one that died in the house that burnt down.
Oh, okay. I thought it was another person. Okay, so he died, and we... Well, there's many more buildings around. Maybe we should check them out. We haven't seen everything yet.
Oh, fair enough. I'm still not going to the whorehouse.
Oh, no.
Have you found it yet?
I don't want to find it.
They pointed us in the direction, but Santia is not going around there. She's not keen on that at all.
Nope. What are we doing then? You've got a little extra information. Play that out, and I think that how do I for that I can get how do I give a Benny out for playing that? I know.
You can right click on each individual person.
Yeah, there we go.
Them.
Yay! See, Just to give bennies out. See? There you
Yay.
go. For some RP. We're going to get it slowly but surely. Getting there. So where to? What are we doing? Where are we going?
So we've
You
been
say
to
it's
number
noonish.
3, right? We've been to building 3.
That's the saloon.
We've been to building 11.
That's the doctor's office.
We went
been to
to 12.
That's the blacksmith.
We've obviously
14's
been
the
at
boarding
9.
house, 7's the church, 1's the actual open
Hotel.
Yeah.
Correct?
Well, why don't we go check out the graveyard then? I mean, we've been asking around, but I guess maybe we should go see the body for ourselves. We don't know.
You know, the locals, they get very upset when you dig up the corpses. Perhaps we should wait till night.
Aye.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
said it
about to
was
go desecrate
noon,
a
right?
grave.
Yeah, it is noon now. It is hot and dusty, and not really
True.
many people are out right now.
So, what is the building, the number 20?
Number 20 is...
Someplace we've not been.
That's true.
Can
Y'all
we
haven't really
see
been
what,
down that north side of that street.
Okay. Well, Santia will propose maybe a little more exploration while staying out of trouble, so as not to stir up any problems with the deputies and the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff did tell us he wanted us gone today.
I believe he said first thing in the morning.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
But we ran into his deputies and they did nothing to us. I think if we stay out of trouble, they will not bother us.
Well, Ivan will sling his backpack on his back and clap his hands. Is this alright? Where shall we go?
She's gonna start walking over towards building 20, get a little closer, see if she can recognize what it might be from the outside.
Go ahead. As you get, you come through that side of the corral, and you pass. There's another house right there that's kind of right there at that corner. There's nothing in that house. It's somewhat boarded up, but looks like it would have been a residence at a time, and it's definitely empty. But from your viewpoint from over there, you will see, you're making it out. It possibly looks like it was a newspaper office. You see some paper kind of, from there it's kind of a few blow across the front porch area, and you kind of see, I don't know if it has a name. Yeah, the Coffin Rock Gazette. But it is empty.
Are there any papers probably scattered around nearby it?
Well, not outside, because the wind would have blown it up. But you can you've got a couple broken windows that you could possibly stand on the porch and look.
Yes.
I was actually going to suggest doing that, so I will step up and see what I can see inside.
Y'all can make some notice rolls.
The doctor wants to try to go into the place through the broken window.
Okay. Yep. Through through the broken window. You can make me an agility roll if you would like to walk through the broken window. Okay. Yeah. You almost. Yeah. You're able to step over and through, you can see a few papers around. You can make me a notice roll too when you step over and in. Okay, yeah, the floor creaks quite, and it gave way a little when you stepped through the glass pane, the broken pane, onto the floor. definitely some creaking, and you just felt you sag just a tad, you know. But what you're seeing, printing stuff, you can, you know, few ink ball, you know, some writing areas and ink, you know, it's all dried up. And there's piles of paper, definitely weathered, that looks like it's not being used. There are some print, you know, definitely a few papers, older, you know, printed ones that are kind of laying around on the ground, or inserts, different sheets, you know, not like a full, you know, these would have been back then 1 or 2 pager type deals, you know, that were fairly big, you know, 11 by 17 types or whatever, but back in, you know, printed off 1 or 2 sheeter type newspapers at the time. And, you know, it talks, you know, you can see that they, some talk about the desperate times the town's falling upon, and the mines closing up, and the cave-in affected one of the mines. You know, you kind of briefly read over a few, talking about, you know, luckily just it's the stuff that happened around the city. That's about it. But they're old. They haven't been, looks like it hasn't been printed. You know, they're months old, the stories.
Does he notice anything or think anything particular about the floor sagging from an engineering perspective?
Make me one.
I guess.
Old age. Just
It's not like gonna collapse on him.
You know that it, well, you want a common sense roll? You brought it up.
Well, I mean,
Oh man!
No, you rolled engineering. You know engineering. No, basically what it is, it's just sagging because of age.
Okay, let's make sure it wasn't like a trap floor I was standing on.
Oh no!
Well, he'll poke around doing. Actually, you know, he's going to poke around the way the doctor would. He's going to pull out a hammer and start whacking things.
Oh my gosh!
And he does have the hammer in his inventory.
Okay. Moving
I
around
think the rest of us hear that.
Yeah, maybe another, while you're moving around, maybe another notice roll.
Who?
Him, he's in the room, right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You're stepping over to one side of the building, and you're able to, when you're putting your foot down, the board snaps, and you're able to just, you know, back away just enough that, you know, that floor would have given way.
This is very dangerous. It is very dangerous in here.
You're noticing that some of the floor is definitely rotted out.
Is there anything underneath the floor?
There is. There's a basement area. You can tell, you heard the kind of the board snap off and then fall and then clatter, you know. It hit a thud and then kind of clattered a little bit.
Sagai, Dr. Ivan, what's happening in there?
Yeah, you look, it's very dark.
There is a basement? Do you think they keep the monkeys in there? That is where I would keep my monkey.
I'm going to
Dios mío.
enter to the broken window also now. Now that I
Make
heard
me an
that there's a
agility
basement.
roll, please. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, none of us, open the door or anything.
Ooh. You scratch yourself. But, I mean, it's not like it's going to give you a wound or anything, you know? So, it's, you know.
Did we
We'll
did we
get to
try
take you
to
back to the
open this
doctor.
door?
No one tried to open the door. No, they just.
He's going
Now
to
that-
attempt to open this
I was gonna say,
door.
now that I'm in, I'm gonna go and open the front door.
Yeah, when
just
the
to
door
make
wasn't
sure-
locked. Yeah, it was just, it definitely, yeah, you just kind of pull that and the door opens right up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Doctor, where's this basement you're talking about?
He'll step aside. There's a hole in the floor, see?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to look around for a trap door to the basement.
Make me a notice roll as you're moving around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is there's a little back to the of the building area. There's a small door that has some stairs. You find it, and you're stepping over there by it again, and another board snaps.
I will point out the door and the stairs to the group. I think that's probably the way to the basement, so you want to go and investigate?
Should probably proceed with, como se dice, with caution. Ay, Dios mío.
Caution it is.
All of this wood is breaking apart.
Mm-hmm. You, as you move across the floor too, I need a notice roll. Santia. Oh, okay. Yeah. And so you're able to move around the floor enough to, as you're testing it, noticing that there are several weak sections in the floor, and you can make your way to the door.
Okay. Is it locked?
Nope.
Okay.
And it's slightly ajar, actually. When you
I pick it up.
pick what up?
The jar.
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
No, he's not going to get it. No, I'm not going to give it to him. No, I'm not. I'm not going to give it to him. No.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to do it.
She is going to slowly open it up.
Okay. Yep. It's a few steps, rickety steps. You can tell. The wood looks to be in the same condition as the floor. And what you see down there, it's dark, but you've got a little light coming down there. It looks like there's stuff down in the basement, but you can't really tell.
Ah, okay.
I draw one gun and my lantern and head down the stairs.
Con cuidado, Thaddeus.
Agility check,
Careful.
please. Agility roll. Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Look at this guy.
Oh my god!
What the hell is going on with the dice, man? I can't get anything go my way. No. So you're stepping, and a couple of times you have to step on the outer edges of the stairs because if you put your big old weight on there, you're going down. But you're descending into a very dark room, and you smells musty. You smell. Actually, make me a notice roll. Another notice roll. I gotta come up with more rolls. Oh my god! Really?
Very nice.
Both of them exploded.
Both of them did. You smell vermin. You can smell. Yeah, there's something else. There's something. It's yeah.
I'll
vermin.
Sit up the stairs and guide them down. Be careful of the stairs; they're a little rickety. I stepped here. I stepped there. I stepped here. I stepped there, and I made it down okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Okay.
But y'all are stepping into dark rooms.
I got a lantern lit.
Alright, if you light your lantern, you're going to see that the back areas of this looks like it was a storage area, and they're just piles of paper stacked up. A lot of it shredded, and it's not human shredded. It's been ripped apart, chewed on. You can see droppings everywhere, and out of the corner of the shadows in your eye, you see things skirt along the ground just out of your view, and you hear a squeak every now and then. What's that?
I'll turn to Dr. Ivan. I think I found some monkeys.
The monkeys? Where? Here, monkey!
They're right over there, and I'll point to where the stuff was skittering across the floor.
I was gonna head in that direction.
Oh my gosh.
You actually found monkeys, Thaddeus?
Yeah.
I'll turn and
All right. Dr. Ivan, what do you do?
I'm heading the direction he pointed.
There's a pile of papers, some stacked, shredded, just big piles of them up against the wall.
Come out, little boy. Come out. Azuna has the banana. We will get you a banana.
Ay, Dios.
Okay, yeah, so you're just kind of, just screaming at the pile?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Can
How
we
big is this
read
pile?
They're a couple feet. Yeah, it's the old pile stuff. There's stuff, there would have looked like it was neatly stacked at some time, but it's been pulled over and ripped apart, and you can tell that there's chew marks, shredded, things have pulled them apart. Santia, you're down there. You can make me a knowledge roll.
I was gonna say, yeah, like, would she be able to track whatever it was that was down there?
Well, you can tell that
myself.
It's vermin. It's mice.
Yeah.
There's crap that made a home down here, and you can tell from the destruction and all that there are a lot of them in this room.
Okay.
Hiding.
You has the bag? Someone gets me a bag. Where will I keep my monkey?
Dr. Ivan, there are no monkeys here. They're just a bunch of rats and mice.
But I do not need the rat. And Thaddeus has a monkey. I'm sure there is a monkey, right, Thaddeus?
He was mistaken,
Possibly.
Doctor. There's nothing here but rats and mice. And you do not need those. But
don't doctors use rats and mice also for their experiments?
They do not fit in the spacesuit, and they do not have the thumbs. Very important to have the thumbs.
Okay.
Are any of these papers readable?
No, these were, looks like they were supply type stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else of interest?
Not really down here. This looks like storage. It was some, there would have been some maybe storage of inks or, not toner, but, writing utensils. But, no, yeah.
Is there another door?
No, there is not. It's just a single room.
Well, she's just gonna start walking back up and be like, Órale, caballeros, let's go. We don't need to stay here any longer. It's just dusty and moldy and con ratones. We don't need that.
I guess we'll follow them up. I do not know why you would keep the rats in this basement. Where the monkeys belong.
Yeah, briefly. So, yeah, you go up and Thaddeus, you will, you're guiding him up in one brief, turn back when you're looking around, and you'll swear that there were a couple of hundred tiny eyeballs staring at you from the darkness down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of mice down there and rats. So yeah, maybe we shouldn't go back down there.
Agreed.
At least not for unless maybe rat fat will work for our doctor friend.
I don't think there's much fat on rats and mice.
Aye, you need quite a bit of them.
We could just take them all back.
That's a lot of vermin to carry, Doctor.
Why would we carry them? We just tell them to go back.
Tell them to go back.
Sure. It's very easy. You tell them to go and they go. I has it right. Oh, no, I don't have that one anymore. Gives me a minute. Can that make me a rat controlling device?
Oh, this is gonna be glorious.
Turning into the Pied Piper.
Did you hear me, Duff?
No, I did not. What's that now?
I would like to make a rat controlling device.
All right.
He's trying to be the Pied Piper.
Yeah. So what will this device do?
I think Beast Friend will work. I'd probably have enough power to control a large swarm. Doesn't really say what a large swarm is.
Well, I know. I know. Trust me. I had that info. Okay. So what did we do last time? We gave you. Where are you going? You're going to work here. Where are you going to do this at?
It's probably dark. I guess right out front of the newspaper place.
Yeah, it's very hot outside. Yep. Okay.
And it'll take me 8 minutes.
Okay. So Dr. Ivan begins to work on some contraption as he gleefully gets himself absorbed in his work.
While he's working, I will keep an eye out.
Nope, it's still fast. So.
Yep, still working away. You don't. Yeah, there's not much happening right now. It's very, it's hot, and so we're getting into the afternoon now.
I think Santia will probably go around the corner to the burned house and see if she can see any other tracking, maybe something that could help them. Since they already know that it was foul play, maybe she can find something with her tracking skills.
Okay, so you can move on over there if you would like.
I'll be right back. Let him play with his toys.
Okay, you go on and you can motion around there and look around, and you can make me we'll do what roles have we got? It's tracking.
She has tracking.
Yeah, give me a tracking roll. Okay. Outside of the footprints that were from y'all's original time there when y'all first came in and all that, you will notice a set that are fresher than when y'all were there. There is a single set of tracks that move around a little bit in and out of the building and head on the back side back toward the southeast, back basically. Come and go from that direction.
Since it's going back towards where the guys are anyway, I guess she will follow it and see how successful she can be in tracking this back. Shall I do another roll?
Why'd I even ask for it? Yeah, it makes its way toward the graveyard.
Okay. I guess she'll walk over that way. That'll probably take about as much time as it takes for him to...
Yeah, so while you're doing that, you're moving toward the graveyard. Dr. Ivan, you will you're making a trap? What will this...
No, it's a mind... It's basically, it's Beast Friend. It gives me control over animals.
Okay, so you're making a device.
It would take full power to control a large swarm, though.
Okay.
I say the example from the power for a mad scientist is either like a pheromone spray or an actual manipulation ray.
Yeah, I think, yeah, so, yeah. Pheromone sound like. Yeah, that you're going to... So you think you have completed a device.
I guess I will try to point it at the house and try to control this large swarm to come marching out in single file.
Where are you going to do this at?
I'm gonna get them to march, assuming it works.
But where are you going to fire
way...
this off at? No, I'm asking where are you? Yeah.
I guess I'll step back to the entrance of the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Just aim downstairs.
Okay, so this is new for me. So that's Dr. Anderson. So what this is...
Do you want me to drag the spell in?
Yeah, I do.
Can't drag the spell in.
Yeah, what it is it now? I'm just trying to see.
It's called Beast Friend.
All right, let me... Library, that's going to be...
My range is...
It's 100 times your
1,000
smarts.
yards. Yeah, 1,000 yards.
So where do I find
But they only last
that?
10 minutes.
Under powers.
Power, thank you. All right, Beast Friend. So let's see.
Darn, I was gonna make sunblock too.
With our luck, it ended up being like Crisco cooking oil or something.
So how many the power
My
point?
devices have 10 points total,
Okay.
but there's not. So the large storm is 8 points. It just the other points get wasted. Because I don't think, because it's a minimum of 3.
Yeah. You're going to... Trying to see how big. You're going to... Yeah, you will start... So what is the roll? So it's just... There's not really a roll for them. There's not like
Once
a
I
save.
successfully make the cast, it
Yeah.
works after that.
All right, so go ahead then as you're down there and begin to control. Yeah, that's okay. I don't think they've got a save.
Yeah, there's no save.
There's no save or anything like that, I don't think. And so you will see, there's it's a medium swarm, how you really track it all. But yeah, there's definitely lots of rats, mice down here. And you will get a section of them will start coming out from under the papers and the walls and, from all directions come out, and you'll see, sniffing and shaking and squealing and hissing. And they're, not all of them, but a section of them, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how.
Comes along, single file. No pushing.
Yeah, so they all start. Yeah, they start coming towards you, looking at you. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to march them out the door in a single file line towards the doctors.
Oh my lord! So
Good times.
Yep.
It's glorious.
Range.
I would recommend not going by the sheriff's office. They may not like that.
Well, you could recommend it all you
Yeah,
want.
what is your okay, apparently that's exactly
Right
what
by
he's
the
going to do.
sheriff.
Is he's going to take the rat swarm up and down and over and down, right down First Avenue. Okay.
The rat parade?
Somewhat. Well, they're not falling in a line. There's a swarm of it, though, moving around, and they are basically, you've got them entranced. They think that, they're keep just looking at what you're holding in your hand. They're enthralled with that. That's where the power's emanating from.
Yeah.
And so, and they're, crawling over each other, and it's definitely could, a swarm could, crawl up and over you fairly quickly and cover you with rats. A walking rat trap, basically, if they wanted to, but they all just keep moving, and you just keep backing, you're backing away with it as you shake this device, and they all just keep, like a mound of them.
I'm probably walking completely like it's normal to have a giant horde of rats behind you.
Never mind. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, so a rat swarm and the doctor, and you're doing that. You're walking down the street now. Santia, you have made your way to the fence line. Thaddeus, Alexander, what the hell are you two doing?
I assume that I saw Santina walk towards the burnt building.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will try and find her.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my eye on Dr. Say.
You're saying, okay, so you're going to follow him. Okay.
I'll be at the end of the rat trail, like one at the front, one at the back, just like a parade.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. They seem fairly intent, zoned in on him and his little device. Squealing, squeaking, biting, all that fun stuff. And Thaddeus, you will have tracked her, and you will see her as she had, by the time she'd moved, and she was going on down the back side of the buildings, as though she was intently looking. Yeah, and you're watching her. You'll be 10, 20, 10 yards, 15 yards behind or whatever, watching her. She is following these tracks. All right, and that will. Okay. All right, let's get this. And what we have here, and I'm going, where are you at, Doc? Let's see, I'm going to put you right here, and you have your swarm with you, and you still make your way down the avenue.
As we say, once he gets to the doctor's house, he's just gonna knock on the door.
Well, you're going to see your deputies are back there on the patio still. There's a couple other ones sitting there. And they are going to... Oh, well, they're dipshits, apparently. Really?
That's okay, because if Ivan sees them, he's going to wave and holler, "Good afternoon!"
Oh, my.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hell. Okay, so they're proceeding down. Yes, here we come. The rats on parade. All right, so you two, Santia, you notice that these tracks head toward the graveyard, and then go into the graveyard. But you kind of there's a few fresh graves in there, fresher than other ones, and the tracks definitely become obscured with stuff that's going there, because you're not the only one that there's other tracks in and around there. People have come and gone, but you will lose them inside the graveyard.
Okay. Huh. Is Thaddeus close enough?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
need to notice.
Sure. Yep.
So, in the midst of her tracking, she'll turn around and see him there and wave him over. It's like, Thaddeus, look what I found. And she'll explain the tracks and how they were much fresher and how they lead down this way. It's like strange, no?
Yes, very.
I don't know what it means.
Can you see where they went?
This is as far as I could figure it out. But it all just gets jumbled up. But they for sure came from the Daily House. And did she tell if they were from like today? Or
there are a few days within the last few days. Since
okay.
No, I told you the wrong. Yeah, they were fresher than y'all's tracks around the house when y'all were there when y'all came into town. So they would have been.
Since we've been here,
they're inside a day. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are within the day, which I don't see why they would be leading from the house to the graveyard if he has already been buried. I am not sure what it could mean, but I am willing to find out. She kind of hops the fence.
I will hop the fence and see if I can pick up the trail
Yeah, she's curious
that
enough
she
to
was
go.
looking at.
Well,
That.
yeah, y'all hop in there. So, like I said, you've got a graveyard, a few fresh graves. There's lots of graves here. And then you've got over in the center area there, you can see there is a, outside of just all the simple crosses and, types that you see, there is a mausoleum, pretty elaborate mausoleum that's sitting in this, back center area there, tall and elaborate.
Which we were told was Mr. Daly's.
Uh-huh. Yep. And it's got his name on it, too.
So, yeah, would I be able to possibly pick up the trail?
You can try to make me a tracking roll. He exploded again.
We're on a roll.
Something
I
like
am
that.
a bounty hunter, so I should be pretty decent at tracking.
So you're tracking around, and they head in around, and there are definitely that's right, Cyber. You think maybe said the tracks head to a few of the fresher graves, and definitely to the mausoleum. You will also notice there's some of those graves look freshly disturbed. There are a few, and it's a trick of the eye, somewhat as you're moving around. But the shadows, should be facing a certain way, but every now and then you'll catch a shadow on the ground that is in the opposite direction it should be.
I definitely think we should get the doctor and the padre and come back for this. It's a little weird.
I am unsure that Padre Alejandro would enjoy us in the graveyard.
Well, I mean, the graves have been desecrated, so maybe he'll.
You have a point, Thaddeus.
Yeah, maybe he'll want to investigate the desecration of the graves.
So, Alexander, why don't we take while we're sitting here, let's take a 5-minute bio break real quick. All right.
Okay.
And we will pick up at as they are checking out the cemetery, and we have the Pied Piper maneuver taking place on First Avenue. So we will let everybody hit the bio room, grab a quick drink, and we'll be back here in about 5 to 7 minutes. We'll see you shortly.
Okie dokie.
All right. Wait a minute to get back, and we'll pick up our action.
So have
here.
we ruined all your plans yet, Duff?
No, I'm just it's filling it out. It was so with the Savage World stuff. I mean, it's a lot with this and the Discovery. You guys are still scratching the surface. It's trying to letting y'all let the story evolve, figure out what's going on. So, and there are some instances that are coming. We'll get there. We've got to have a little interaction. We haven't really had a really combat yet, and so the swarm might just do it here, even though it may not be against you. But so I'm trying. The question is, in the beginning time, I was noticing that there was going to be, as y'all continue to discover, you still got to find some stuff out. Y'all really don't have any idea what the hell's going on yet in town.
Well, I started to make the arcane detector that lets them see weird stuff going on, detect spells, magic, weird signs, demons, spirits, yada yada yada. Where would be the fun in that when you can have a parade of rats?
You got one, so all right.
I had to point you at the rats. I just had to with the whole monkey thing.
I could have doubled up the size of the swarm. I get Beast Friend as a blessed as well.
I have no idea how big a large swarm is.
Yeah. It actually does specifically mention rats in the thing. You can either control one or a small horde of them for the same cost.
Yeah, they've got this. What's here? They've got it. They tell me kind of the size of what it is. They've given me a size, in that terms, not of numbers, but of description. And so, what he's got is a medium size swarm.
Oh, I wasted points. Oh well.
Oh. For my. Hopefully
Don't mind me, I'm eating cookies.
Oh, you're fine. Hey, Sham, Basil, what's going on? Got a few viewers, and then plenty of bots.
I'm back.
Go
Sorry.
away. All right, we are back live. Okay, everybody's got the map. We're there. Yes. Hey, Corey.
Hey, look, I see Dersham.
Yeah, no, Corey. I need some help with this. Damn it! I am a little over my head still. Making sure I'm running stuff right. Sorry, Sham, I didn't get a chance to say hi to you earlier. I need to get with Corey over the weekend, please. We can go over a few things because I am still making sure to run combat right and all that. So we're gonna do this here so you can grade us on it. All right. So we're back. We have two. We have Santia and Thaddeus. Moving, you guys are actually into
Yes, she went into the graveyard.
Yeah, both y'all went in, so y'all moving around the mausoleum, looking at stuff. Corey, you remember you introduced me to Savage Worlds Deadlands with this module. If I remember, we played it, but we never really got far with it. I think we did. We got played two or three times with this one. The other two, you have got the rat maneuver. Moving down First Avenue. Oh, we did finish it? I didn't remember I don't remember. And you waving to the deputies. And they
excuse me.
are looking and watching the two of you, but haven't quite paid attention yet to what you are bringing down the street. Their notice rolls were pathetic, and they're really just kind of being fairly lazy in the heat of the afternoon sun. And you can continue, so what is you're about halfway down the street. Oh, he just comes right on around the corner. Oh boy. And Mr. Alexander, Father Alexander, you're just bringing up the rear. Row.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they're basically all right. So they, as you've gotten closer now, I'm gonna give him another roll. Holy mo! Like they even care. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, one of them yelled, "Ah, God, what the hell is that?" And they, it's rats. And he gets up, and they pull out. What have they got on them? They are. Yeah, they pull a couple. Yeah, they guns, and they look like they're going to target practice. What's this, Randy? Look at this. Shoot him. Get him. And they pull out a couple of guns.
Hold on. Do not shoot this. They are present for doctor. He needed fat.
And they... Are you trying to stop them from this?
Well, as much as the doctor can with talking.
Yeah, You can make me a...
Persuasion?
Well, I don't know. It's Is there a persuasion? There's not really.
Yeah, there is.
I think persuasion is an actual skill.
There is persuasion skill. Yep, I have it.
It's actually.
I do not have it though.
So you're going to try to persuade without the skill. Yes, and that was, oh boy. And yeah, both of them pull out their 6-shooters and take a pot shot at the mice. And so my understanding is that I'm going to shoot them up. So if I roll this at the mice, critical. What's that? So why didn't that show my roll? It didn't. Didn't it? It did. Yeah, it showed you showed your failure, but I just shot at one of them. Do I have the GM rolls hidden? Maybe I do. Let's see. Make sure. Let me make sure. Let's see. GM rolls are on. Show GM rolls are on. So
I say we had some issues testing with Joseph's game too. When it got to combat, it wouldn't show his side of the rolls.
Yeah, let me try this again. So
do you have to have maybe the
there it is.
There it goes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, something. Yeah, so that first one was an 11. Yeah, I was like, where'd that go? Okay, so it was a hit with the raise, and so okay, so that means then that it's against their parry.
No, it's for range attack. It should just be a 4.
Oh, that's right. Shooting versus 4, so it was short range, and so they got the hit with a raise. So then they have to. That means they're shaken, right?
I think you have to do damage first.
Yeah, damage first, and then toughness. It'll show if it's shaken or not.
Okay.
Or whatever.
There it is. Okay. Oh, that's the mice swarm. Wrong one. Let me grab the damage. There it is. It doesn't have a dice. Okay, so I got to do this over here. We do it. Whoa! Damn!
No.
There you go.
That looks like they're gone.
Yeah, that was 4. That was how many raises was 4. That was 4 raises on his shoot him up. So wow, that's 4 wounds. So they're mice swarms. They're dead. They basically. Oh wow, that's a pretty big deal with 4 wounds on Does it show them dead now on the tracker?
They're incapacitated.
So yeah, they're dead.
I'm trying to see what it shows over on the other one. Okay. So they both get out there, 6-shooters. Swarms don't take normal damage. Okay, now he's telling me. So what do they take? What is their normal damage? Let me see. Combat, no.
I should say that was an amazing kill with one bullet.
Cutting and so because the swarm is composed of hundreds of creatures, cutting and piercing weapons do no damage. Area effect weapons work normally, and a character can stomp and inflict his damage and strength each round. So what he's going to do, I see what you're saying, because it's shooting and banging them up and all that. They're going to begin to scatter. Basically, you're having an issue controlling them, because they're being shot at.
Great. Now look what you have done.
Yeah. And the other one is definitely going to go, he sees that. There's kind of, does more damage to the ground as he's shooting them and all that. And he does, a couple of them get hit, but the other deputy's going to, get this. I ain't going to go get the scatter gun. And he's going to turn around and he's going in to the office there, and he's going to go pick, he's going to try to find him a scatter gun. But your mice are definitely, and your rats here are beginning to start scattering and moving it in all different directions. Doctor. So can you?
I don't think you can do anything else about that.
You're losing control of your swarm. Yeah, and they begin to split apart and begin heading, all sorts of the buildings and running away. Yep. That fair? I think that's how we can work that.
Do we hear all of that commotion from the graveyard?
You can.
Yeah,
you'll hear. Yeah, you would definitely hear a couple of them, shooting off of, bang, bang, basically trying to play target practice with the doctor's rats. Yes.
The doctor is going to rush over and start banging on the other doctor's door.
Yep. Well, they will. Yeah, he will definitely have run out from his, right? What's the ruckus all about? What is going on? And
I was bringing you rats, and then these men, they are so wild. They start shooting at everything.
Yep. And he sees what, scattering and all that, and rats? That's all you can find for me? I need something more than just rats. Look at the dime. They're skinny and small. Very little fat on them at all. I need something more with bigger. I need something bigger. More fat on it. I appreciate the thought, Doctor, but I need something bigger.
I see.
Something, more bigger size. Something as big as you, maybe. More fat on it, like you. Not you saying you particularly, no. But
glances at the deputies that ruined the rat plan.
Yeah, and they're over there, they're giggling, but they, looking at you, definitely, good father, and eyeing you up, kind of maybe step off the porch a little bit, and you'll hear a shout coming down from Main Street, sounding like the marshal. What in all the hell is going on down there?
Do I see the marshal?
You see someone walking from the far side of. Well, that's a damn big circle. I don't want it that big. Hell. The hell? Small, large. Oh, these are just burst?
Yeah, they don't let you draw a circle.
Yeah. Okay, so you see the marshal is coming.
Uh-oh. Marshal's coming.
The marshal is coming.
So does does Ivan see him? Or
yeah, you see him down to the far end of the street coming.
Hearing the gunshot, I will definitely give Cynthia a tug and say, we've got to go find where that gunshots are coming from.
Yes. That is not good.
So we will take off in the direction of the gunshots.
You will, So, like, you knew the doctor's plan. So you kind of know the general vicinity of where he was going. Can make your way like that and, come up and over and are moving that way, and make me a notice roll to see if y'all notice when y'all get to the intersection, if you will see the marshal. Oh no. He blows up again. I don't think you had one roll yet, Gary, that hasn't exploded on something.
Yes, I've had two that didn't explode.
Well, tell you what, someone's got a mod on his game. I need that mod. So you'll see the marshal moving that way, and he looks none too happy.
Can we cut through the barn area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know to move through there. You're going to look like y'all are going to get there about the same time that he gets there. So.
Oh, okay.
The distance involved as he's making his way, and not a hurried pace, but he's definitely in a determined pace as he continues down.
I think we shall.
I suggest we should
determined pace.
I suggest we run there.
Yeah, we can definitely run on down that way.
All right. Yep.
Yes, when the marshal comes up, Ivan's going to yell, "These men! Look at them! They are brutes! They have ruined everything! I demand you arrest them!"
And he stops. "Nobody tells me what to do, funny man. I run the town, not you. I suggest you step back. Let me find out what all this shooting was about." And because he's looking at you, and he knows you don't carry a gun, and so he's not intimidated by you at all, and he'll come around, and they basically, "Boss, it was nothing but this. It was a big old swarm of rats were falling down the street, following that crazy dude, and we decided we were going to scare them off before they got anybody, hurt anybody." And he's complaining like we ran him off. How, like they were following him. How can that be possible, boss? And he turns and he goes, "Yeah, how could that be possible? Rats don't follow. Where did you find those rats?"
"Why, we found them in the basement where the monkey was supposed to be."
"I'm getting sick and tired of your monkey boy. You. What is with him and monkey? I don't get it." And he's looking at you, Alexander. And
you see, he wants to send a monkey into space. Well, he wants to send a human, but he's going to send a monkey first. So he's looking for a monkey to send into space.
"I thought I told y'all to make it a skedaddle out of town this morning. Why are y'all still here?" And then as he'll turn y'all, Thaddeus, Santia and Thaddeus, y'all can come around the corner, seeing the marshal.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, y'all running.
Con el doctor Iván. Ay, no. Okay, she's gonna approach and she's catching her breath like, what's going on? ¿Qué pasó, doctor? ¿Qué pasó? What's happening?
Well, you see, I had the rats and I was taking them to the doctor, and then these hooligans come out and they start to shooting everything, and now the rats, they are everywhere. They are probably in the house now. Like, don't they eat your cheese?
She's gonna look back at Thaddeus like...
And Bryce, he hears all this, and he's looking at you, Doctor, and you've been drinking a little too much of the hooch, haven't you, boy?
Can I try to round up any of the rats now that they're not being shot at and brings them out to show him?
You gotta find them.
Gotta find them?
You gotta find some, because they all scattered.
Okay.
So what is this? So can you fire off the device again?
Wait, just could... No, because I used up the full power. And it just lasts 10 minutes with a 1,000-meter range. I don't know how that works once it's activated.
And I'm supposed to know? Oh, hell.
Well, you are the GM.
I mean, if the rats are dead,
No, they're not dead. There are a couple dead. There are a couple shots, maybe hit a couple of them and all that, because there was a swarm. But the rest of the time, because they're really ineffective with them as deputies shooting, and their aim there. But the rats definitely scattered off out of under the control of what you were doing with them because of that noise and that bit of engagement with them. So, but you would definitely know they would have, swarmed in under the porch of the doctor's house, or back toward the barn area, or across the street. They went in all different directions. So
I guess I'm closest to the doctor's area. I'll get on my hands and knees and kind of crawl up to the edge of the house. Come here, little ones. Come here. Show him you are not dangerous.
Just like,
yeah, y'all see this, and the Marshall is there's a brief moment of just shock and awe what he's watching, and he's looking at it, and there's just not something right with him, I think he might need to get out from under the sun, like now. Maybe you guys should spend some time, in the office here. He needs to get out before he gets me mad.
I promise you, sir, he is not going to hurt anybody. He's just like that all the time. All the time.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
And the deputies are going, you should have seen it, boss. There was just a swarm of them. They were just coming down the street. We thought it was just a shadow of him walking. But then he got closer, and you could see him, and he was squeaking, and the smell. God, there was a whole passel of them following him. And he not believing it, but he definitely looks at y'all, get the loon out of here, and y'all get out of my town. I'm tired of telling you. It's either do it this way or we do it the hard way. I'm tired of telling you.
The hard way.
Not with me, you won't. You see that graveyard out of town? I put a few miners in there and a few others. I got no problem putting any lawbreakers down.
Minors? Why would you do that to the children? They don't deserve it.
Minors, not minor. Not minors, not minors. Now, actually, you know what, good father, make me a notice roll. Would you?
No, wait. Why did I drag...
Oh.
Nope.
Critical failure. Never mind. Yep. Pay no attention to that roll. So the doctor is up underneath trying to call to find some of his rats, and the sheriff is none too Marshall. Sorry, Marshall
He's
is
threatening us.
Yes, he is.
Mm-mm.
I think it's time that y'all get him and get your stuff and to move on out. There's nothing here for you.
Violence is never the right answer.
We've done nothing wrong just yet.
Yep, and you will begin to see 2 more deputies come out of the saloon. And don't mind their size, because we don't have a map. I mean, we don't have
a grid.
A grid, yeah. Yep. And they kind of come up behind. And Bryce kind of steps back a little bit, and he, he's looking at them, and that'll catch y'all's attention. Y'all will see them back behind y'all.
Hi, yes. Does not appear that they will listen to us.
I still think there's something wrong in this town.
Are you saying that out loud? Or just saying to your companions?
Towards my companions.
I agree there's something wrong in this town. A marshal who kills people without a trial?
Well, he didn't say there wasn't a trial.
Everybody else mentioned that he did so without a trial. He just flat out did it.
Fair enough.
And
I think there is no honor in such things as that.
We were tasked in finding out what happened to Mr. Daly, and well, I have a sinking suspicion that it's quite possible that the marshal had something to do with Mr. Daly.
I agree.
Are y'all saying this all in front of the marshal?
She would have said that that the way he's acting is dishonorable indeed.
You dishonor yourself? You dishonor your family?
I'm saying it quietly, but not overtly quietly.
Like the whisper you want someone to hear?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, which one of these things is initiative? Because I feel it coming.
Oh, boy.
It's
yeah.
Cards. We just get dealt cards.
Yeah, so, he's, so, yeah.
He's not happy.
So, yeah, so basically say, yeah, okay, well, that'll put us back there. He's going to tap, the badge on his shoulder, on his chest there, and he's going to, he'll yell for Russ and Sam, get out here. And you will see 2 more deputies step out from the jail, kind of wiping their face, looking like they were, not paying too much attention to what was going on, didn't give a damn. And yeah, they will begin to fan out, and he goes, I'm going to add one more time, and then it's going to be 6 feet under for some of you. You get out of my town. I'm the law here, not you. Don't care what your business brought you here, but it's done now.
We've only just begun, sir.
I don't care.
I took a job, and there's no law greater than that of the Almighty. If he doesn't want me to leave, then I'll be
Find it
here.
elsewhere. not here anymore.
Mm-hmm. It does not sound like honorable words from a sheriff to me.
Ivan's going to stand up and dust himself off. After you ran my rats out, this is how you talk to me? You are lucky I did not give you the helmet.
Oh no, please. Please, Dr. Ivan, give him the helmet.
He walks toward the doctor, and you're messing with the helmet?
Yes.
My guns immediately come out of their holsters the moment he steps closer to the doctor.
And you'll hear, oh my God. Oh wow.
And I say, one step closer and you die first.
I think we have to roll initiatives. Here we
Shortest
go.
lived party ever.
Here we go. Action. How do I deal to all? Oh my God. Well, okay. So everybody can see. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, Shinola. Make sure I'm doing this right. So aces means you could go at any time you want. And the ace of spades trumps the ace of diamonds. So where is Deputy 90? Okay, so he's back over here. Aces go first, right? Yeah, that's right. Jokers, well, there wasn't any jokers. Jokers trump. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, Joker's trump. That's what I'm sorry. But the ace of spades. But in order of cards or suits, that's how they determine. And like, it's not like deck stats in D&D. Basically, the cards, suits, they go backwards. What, spades. What?
Is it spades, diamonds,
hearts,
clubs, hearts, or spades?
Yeah,
hearts?
it's It's alphabetical backwards. Spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs. I think. Yeah.
It looks like it auto-sorted though.
It does it right. I'm just saying that's why the two of them have the aces. Who's going ahead of the other? And so
Deputy 91st.
Yeah, so he's going to see you pulling. Yeah, and so he whips out his gun, and oh crap! So you're going to be, the range is 12 feet, 12, 24, and 48 feet, right? That's how. So.
I was wondering about that without a grid. How that?
Yeah, without a grid, we're doing it here. He's going to. Yeah, but they're across through the way, and so he's going to try to shoot. He's at 48, so that's at a -2.
Isn't there a negative for drawing the same turn you shoot to? Or...
Well, you actually, that's right. Is it yards, Corey? Okay, so it's yards. So it is 12 yards, 24 yards. So that's his medium range then inside there. So he is drawing his. You can't draw and shoot. Is that the action first? You pick the.
I thought there was something like that because there's a quick draw feat that removes the penalty or edge.
It may be. Okay, so let me see what they've got. Yeah, Corey. So I've got the multi-action penalty. Thank you. So that's where I get confused a second. I bought the adventure card stuff, but they are not loading, and so I was hoping that I could have them for them. Because you just bought one, Corey, and Santia now has a card. Corey just bought her a card, but I can't get them.
Oh!
Yeah, but I'm pissed the extension's not loading right. I can't figure out why to pull them up because they're not showing them a module in my library. I was kind of pissed about that. So I don't want to waste them, but there's no cards. And I was looking in the token side too, and I go to modules, and they're not listed there. And they're the same venture cards I think you use on your deal. I bought them on the Fantasy Ground site, and I don't know why they no load. I'm kind of pissed about it because I really wanted that working. Yeah, the extension's not. And I know it downloaded. I thought I saw them download when I bought them. So, yeah, I'll just give them bennies. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Actually, I'll give you all an extra. Both you and Alexander, because I think a card got bought for you. You can pop another benny, both of y'all.
Oh.
Draw one.
You actually have to draw it for him, though.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. There we go. Award a fate chip and a fate chip. Boom.
Yay.
Okay,
Thank you.
do that for the moment. Okay, so he is. So yeah, so he. Well, he's going to try to shoot. So the action penalty is at a negative. So if you do, if he's drawing and trying to shoot and all that, then it's at a -2, correct? If I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Yeah, modifier. Just trying to see multi-action. Yeah, there it is. So if I pull that to him, then he can then he will do the he will try to shoot at Thaddeus. And does it do it right? Didn't do the -2, did it? But he still misses. All right. And it is now. Why is there another? What the hell?
You
I hit.
reset the card order.
Come on. Thaddeus, you're next. If I remember correctly, then we'll redo it. I hit the down arrow. Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, reset everybody. No, we're not going to hear. I want to do that because that got everybody. That's, oh, man. Yeah, Thaddeus, you're next. So I'll give all y'all a turn and then them before we go to that one. So, Thaddeus, you're up.
All right.
So I know you were next.
So, I'm going to shoot Marshall Bryce with both barrels.
Okay. So, you... Okay. You're pulling both the peacemakers out.
Both the peacemakers.
So you do, you're going to do your shooting rolls, but you don't have the, well, what's your skills here? Let me see. So you are, oh God, you can do, okay, so he's a deadly hombre. And any enough foolish to fight him at high noon winds up in the boneyards by sunset. And this duel receives an extra hold card for each point in a duel. Oh, it's not a duel. Okay. So you're two-fisted too. He simply learned to fight with two weapons at once. When attacking with a weapon in each hand, he rolls each attack separately but ignores the multi-action penalty. All right. So you basically can you shoot twice, right? Okay.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and where are my bennies, Corey? Where are my bennies kept?
Ooh, nice.
Hit with a raise.
All right, Bryce. So you give him the damage. So, all right. I did give myself bennies. I'm trying to figure out where they're at. Marshall fate chips. There they are. Oh, I didn't clear them out. Oh, crap. Because I don't have that many. So let me re-clear. Let me, how do I clear my fate chips here? Let me get rid of these. Well, it doesn't award fate chips. Award a random one is what I want, but it's got the ones from last time. I didn't clear those out on me. So how do you clear out the Marshall chips without clearing out their chips? Crap. Here, I know what I'll do. Let me see. Where's my pen? I'm going to just drag them out, but it won't affect me like you. Okay, I'll do that real quick. Okay, if that's what he's saying. Here, I'm going to use all these, and then I'm going to award myself 4 more. So I don't have to use all these. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to award Random 1, 2, 3, but it's all okay. Oh wow! What if I use a red chip? Does that give y'all?
I don't know. That's
What happens if I use a red chip? Do they get to? I'll just use. Yeah. Oh no, I don't get. Oh, they don't. I just get to use them as a regular chip. Then
my next shot.
So he's got a. So you hit him. Make sure it's hit with the rays, and he's got a wound, and so I can use. So impact the weapon's damage with the potion's toughness, and then wounds incoming, don't panic, soak them. Spend a biddy, roll vigor, and if I am success, I eat a wound. Right? So if I take a Benny, and let's use the Benny, and I got a vigor.
I think the red gives you a +2 as well, doesn't it?
Does it? Drop a Benny on the wound in the combat tracker. Okay. So let me, okay, I did that wrong then. Give me that chip back. Okay, so I drop the Benny. And what does it do? I soak the wound.
Soaked it.
I soak the wound. Okay. So he soaked your first one.
And I'm going to shoot him again.
You're going to shoot him again. It's a hit. So that means,
He's gonna roll the damage now, I think.
you roll the damage. Yep. Unharmed.
Alrighty, that's me.
Okay. We'll do it alpha. So, just do it in alphabetical order. Father Alexander.
Okay, how close am I to Deputy 7?
Within, too neat. I shot the sheriff. Cyber, really? You got to give Gary Devil Dog that kind of stuff. Really? Really?
I've been waiting for him to make an I shot the sheriff, but not the deputy's joke this entire
Oh
time.
my gosh!
Who, me?
Yeah, they were waiting for you. Yes.
I
The
wasn't going
opportunities
to.
were there, and it never happened.
It's why Duff didn't name him the sheriff.
But it's
named him
actually
a
the marshal. That's why. See, it's the marshal. It's not a deputy. So that's right. Corey's right. So, so anyway, you are within movement. You are close enough to him to get to him. Yes, within movement. So
Okay, I can
I'll grant
move
that.
up to melee with him.
Yes, you could.
Okay,
Very much so.
Unsheathing my bayonet and then attacking would be 2 actions, so it'd be a -2 on the attack.
So they have effects there. I think y'all can see them. Y'all can. It's just very similar to Fantasy Grounds. They've got all these effects, and the modifiers is what it's called. And there's a multi-action, 2 actions, and you can drag that onto you. I'm assuming. I'm hoping it's like same thing with D&D, and then that will give the -2.
We tested it with the spells, and it worked.
Okay. Corey,
Well,
you and I, if you get
manually
time
put
this
in modifiers for all
weekend,
my
help me go
spells,
over this
but-
again, so I'm comfortable with it.
I don't see multi-action in the effect table for
It's-
ours.
I've got it under modifiers. Maybe y'all can. I can drag that to
Oh.
maybe.
Modifier, there's adjusting.
You don't see multi-attack 2 actions down in the M's?
I see multiple actions.
Multiple actions, yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3. Well, damn, I could have taken more actions.
You can take as many as you want. You take a -2 for each one you add.
Each one, that's correct.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
have to
wow.
declare it before you start your actions, I believe.
Correct.
And the modifiers. It's the old crit one. I was looking in the effects, not the old. Okay, multiple. So 2 actions. Let's see how this works. Where am I? Oh, I dropped it on Thaddeus on accident.
Let me pull it out. Try again.
Okay, so yes, I'm going to draw my bayonet.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to give y'all, yeah, so I goofed up here. I'm going to give y'all action, then we're going to re-roll the cards again. Bryce is going to get his, actually, I'm going to let y'all have a free roll here because we're trying to learn this. Okay, so you pulled out, bayoneted him. Oh boy. So That's melee, so that's against his toughness, right?
Parry.
Okay, so you said number 7?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't roll anything, it's just a 5.
Oh, then
Yeah, so it counts as a hit. Okay.
It's a hit.
I
Yeah.
was looking.
I think your thing. It looks like, Ro, it's doing negative damage, not negative hit attack.
Oh, is it? Oh, it would have been a 7 with the.
-2. It still would have beat
Yeah.
him. It still would have beat his 5.
Yeah, that is a -2 damage for the multi-action. Why did it?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking, like I said, I want Corey, if he's gonna, I'm gonna have to buy some time from him to go over this with me, and we'll do another round of combat together. So that's.
Is it not?
On him?
Yeah, I dropped it on him. Do I need
Let me see.
Probably had to do it in the combat, not the token. Did you do it in the token or combat?
Here, let me drop. I was gonna say.
Well, I have him as a target. Let me.
Yeah. Grab it to him. Just drop it on him.
That's what I was doing on the map. Let me drag it onto it.
Yeah. I meant on the combat tracker. Yeah.
Okay.
It still just shows the damage. Shaken.
I guess it takes a while to.
No, I dragged and dropped it on the token.
So it's not doing it for him?
That's kind of weird.
You dragged and dropped the 8 on there?
Yeah, I dragged the like we do in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was dropping it on the token.
Huh, that's weird.
I wonder if it's because they have different tokens than we do.
Well, they're pulled from the tracker as soon as I put them in there. Huh. Well, he's shaking right now, so you got that. So he can't. Okay. So he has to. If I want to spend a Benny, I can remove it. I'll have him shaking right now. So while we're learning, while I'm learning.
And do we pass our own turns?
Yeah, I'm going to redo the tracker in a second. I'm giving y'all kind of a turn. So it's Santia, your turn next.
Okay. So the marshal is stepping up towards the doctor here.
He is right next to you and the doctor. Yes, he is raising his hand. He just
got shot at twice.
Yeah, and so he was getting ready to pop the doctor in the face.
Is he distracted because he was shot at?
Somewhat. Yeah, he's now turned. He's a little angry at.
Gang up.
I would try to disarm him. But I don't know what to roll for that.
He hasn't drawn yet.
Oh, I thought that he did.
You know, he was raising his hand to pop the doctor in the face, slap the doctor, shut him up. And
she'll do it first.
You can do a melee. Yeah, you can slap him. Or shoot him. It's whatever you want to do, certainly.
Can I use the gun, the butt of her gun to try and smack him with it? Is that a thing?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Can she use the butt of her gun to smack him with it?
She wants to pistol whip him.
Yes, that's the term whip. I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean that's just so.
She wants to pistol whip him across the face.
I don't see why not. It's a fighting attack. Yeah, it's just basically using an object to hit him with. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's melee. It's your strength against his fighting versus pari. You're fighting, yeah.
Oh, well then. We're gonna hope for good things. Yay!
Oh my god. Okay,
good
so that
things happened.
So that was a 1 raise, right? And so
yeah.
It's his.
I didn't drag it on.
Oh, it wasn't a raise.
Before past his parry, right?
Yeah, it has to be 4 past it. Yeah. So sorry, that's right. That's I do. No, it was. I thought it was that was the extra die roll, and I thought it was and I saw that extra 1 roll. So the marshal is his pari is a 6.
Nice.
That's a hit.
She smacked him across the face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does that do any damage at all?
Well, don't you?
I'm seeing in chat strength plus D4.
Yeah, that's what that was. Extra dice that rolled. That's why I thought it was a raise, but it's her D4 dice that was rolling. I'm seeing them real quick out of the corner of my eye while I was reading stuff.
No, I think that meant the damage is the strength die plus.
It's strength plus D4. Is it? Oh, for her. Okay, let's see. So it is. Well, you get the D4. You get the roll anyway. So you've got your impact weapons damage or versus opponent's toughness, but it's just.
Yes, what he's saying. Strength plus D4 for pistol whip.
Yeah. Okay. So you can grab. So, do your strength roll. Yeah, so how do you roll the extra D4 then?
Is it +4 or an extra D4?
No, it's with the D4.
Because I already have a D4 for strength.
I know.
So is that just double? I can double it.
Yeah, just roll 2D.
Right click again.
I guess. Yeah, you could roll 2 D4s. Okay, that's how it does. And there's modifiers. Okay. So was that it? What was the D6 there?
Oh, I did a wild die.
It's a wild die, yeah, the wild card dice.
Okay.
I just need to grab a flat D4 and double it.
Just grab a dagger.
Oh,
I see what you mean. Okay, I'll grab a dagger. There it
Where's
is.
all these boosts? Oh, wow. You can right mouse click on this stuff. Oh, there's a whole bunch of things they've got coded. We got to learn this. I got to get in this and do some more. Okay. So there we go. So, okay. So that it right there. So
that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we just everybody can put a dagger on their
I'm just
sheet
gonna do pistol whip.
Yeah. For just those.
I have a Bowie knife.
There you go, for strikes and all. Okay, so yeah, you basically tried to cold cock him, and he, it kind of, you glanced his face, and now, he's turning, and yeah. All right.
Don't you dare strike at my friend pendejo.
Look at that, throwing it out. All right, Dr. Ivan.
We're gonna use the helmet ×3. So he's just gonna shoot 3 lightning bolts out.
Oh, okay. I thought, what's he's gonna use the rat thing on him? I was like, what?
No.
Okay, no, the electric helmet. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he's got lightning bolts. So so
there's no penalty for that. I guess we'll do the marshal and deputy 90 and 50.
It's any of them around there. They're all yeah.
Oh no, I'll go ahead and spin the Benny to re-roll that.
Okay. Yep.
Right.
Yes, it does.
I forgot about that.
Button.
Oh boy.
Well, whatever.
Oh, no. Wait.
I
what?
clicked the wrong one.
Just
But
roll it
used up
again.
the thing.
Well, you used up your Benny?
Yeah, I used up my Benny.
Well, here, have another
That's
Benny.
what I'm saying. I use it up, and we'll just say it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think there's Okay. Does that hit?
So what's his?
It's a range attack, so it just has to be over 4, right?
Arranged. Yeah, you're short. You're right next to him, so that will hit. Yeah. You're okay. He's got a wound. Oh, put a hole in him. So then I can. The marshal is not one to be trifled with. So he soaks it up.
Okay. If I remember right, though, there was no raises. Okay. Because that's okay. Yeah.
It would tell me.
So I'll zap the next person. It's 50.
Great roll was a natural 1.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna re-Benny.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Let me find the button to use it. There it is. Just regular use.
Yep. There you go. That just shows
That'll
that you're
blow
using it.
everybody up,
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay.
So is that medium or long range? I didn't even or short.
Medium. Yeah, the rest of them are close. Well, which one? Who were you? Which one was that you were shooting?
50.
Oh,
Short range is 12. And
It's 12 yards. Yeah, he's they're close enough for you. 12 yards is fine.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, these are streets, so remember, Western streets are not that wide. So I saw.
How does that? Did I get a raise though? No, because 12 with the, I think.
Yeah, you didn't get a raise on it. No, it would tell you. So it didn't. It fizzled out.
That last guy.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that one.
He should have gotten 3d6. Why is that, Corey? Because of his range?
Well, I think it got a raise on the thing, didn't it? For going higher than
It was a raise. He said it was a raise. I didn't roll it that way.
Yeah, I don't think it triggers a roll off the range because it doesn't know what the AC is.
He's saying 8 or above. Okay, so
I guess we need an extra D6 to that last one.
It doesn't on spells. That's what he's saying. Okay, so what would that have been then? That would have been
7
against his
5
toughness. Yeah, so he's with deputies and all that. I thought if you wounded them, they die. I thought the minions, they don't have multiple wounds. Is that right? So he's just shaken. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we put the that was 50. So I need to put shaken on him because I don't. Who did we say it was? 50. Yeah, let me put shaken on him.
And so an 18 is an extra D6?
Yeah, Okay, then if he takes a wound or a second shaken, I think oh my God. Never mind.
Well, that's 90. That's a different one.
Oh. Okay, so which one was, so number 50 shaken. Where is that? It doesn't have the effect, shaken. Why doesn't it have the effect? It has all the rest of them.
It's not an effect. It's normally like a little icon that you click.
Yeah. The little shaken icon. Literally just is shaken with like a burst.
Oh, okay. Boom. There it is. Got it. There it is. He's okay. Yeah. Now the last guy, yes, is, he's dead, right? Because it took 3 wounds. The last one, right? The 17, because that was with, or is that not correct? You rolled 90, right? You rolled on?
Yes, 90. Okay. I believe is gone.
Yeah, 90.
Dorsey's saying he's dead, Jim.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I'm like making sure I understand what I'm seeing there. So yeah, so one moment he's standing there, and the next minute it's a man, arms and legs out, and it's just he's a black husk, and hair, and he disappears, crumbling to the ground, and that is number 90 is now removed from the combat tracker. Why am I getting an error?
From now on, Dersham is going to be known as Bones.
Bones. Oh my God. Okay. Nice. That got everybody in the deal. You've been waiting to say that for okay, really? Okay. Okay, so now we do. There we go. So there we go. We're back to regular order now. If I don't, I got to make sure I hit when y'all pass your turns, we do this right. Okay, Alexander. Top of the order. Yeah, I thought I was playing some cool music.
Dersham says wait.
I've been waiting to say that a while. Drag the flag. What flag?
The bullet icon.
Oh, just drag it? I don't hit the down arrow? Is that what it is? Oh, it's not like it is next actor in D&D? Is that what it is? Let's see. What's the hover over? Combat tracker is next. Yeah, it says next combat. That's what I pushed. So
should I not hit end turn at the end of my turn and let you do it?
No, I want you to do it. This should be.
I don't see an end turn.
It does after.
I think it's because it's not our turn yet.
I did it last time, but I have one now.
So I don't see it on my combat tracker that I show for the stream and all that. There's nothing there. But he's saying there's a flag, and I don't see I see a bullet.
I think that is what he means. The bullet is the flag.
ETU's got a flag.
ETU has a flag.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Well, so we got a bullet on Alexander right now. So, okay.
Okay. I'm going to do 2 actions. I'm going to say 1 prayer and then protect
I'm getting feedback from somebody. Who's that?
I'm going to do 2 actions. Justin?
Hold on. Oh. It's Corey hopped in. He hopped into. Hold on, let me mute my microphone.
It's Corey hopping.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Corey, yeah, we're getting. I'm like, holy moly! I'm in the chat room. Just text it to me, Corey. Yeah, sorry, because we're using VC, a different program for chat and all that, and so I can't hear you. I can't use Discord to talk and all that, or you'll have to mute your speakers and all that because that may mess. Here, let me do that.
Discord to talk.
Yeah, we're getting feedback. Yeah, so. Holy moly, I was like, where'd that come from? So he's trying to talk to me. I can't hear you, dude. Yeah, so I've got you. Yeah, you'll feedback to the system. We're using a different program for the conversation. Sorry. I'll get with you. If you're going to be, we're only got 30 more minutes. If you want to hold out for a little bit, you can educate me. We can talk about it after we're done here. So we're having fun. It was finally getting to combat. We needed to get one done. Okay, Alexander, you're up.
Okay. I said I'm going to do 2 actions. I'm going to pray to my God for smite, and then I'm going to attack for my prayer. Now, kings, be wise. Be admonished, judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he grow angry and you perish in his way, for his wrath may quickly kindle.
Oh my. Bring the music down here a little bit. We're going to set this all up now that we're getting this all going. So,
Wow, why all the negatives?
It's a negative just for me to. It's a -2 just off the bat, and then -2 for doing multi-action.
Oh,
You still got the 4 though.
But I still got a 4, so that means
Yeah.
I get smite.
That's not bad.
okay. All right.
Which let me find that effect. And
We've got some viewers to the channel. Welcome to the Rejects. Anybody new viewers? Stream 5 nights a week. Tonight is our Deadlands campaign. Savage World's new to the channel, at least for me. Now, Wednesday night is Corey's game, ETU, and he's a pro.
Yep.
So don't hold it against me.
Join our shenanigans on Wednesdays.
Yes. College shenanigans.
College
Not eating
shenanigans.
chocolate chip cookies.
We are attempting to smite Deputy 7.
Okay. Holy, that's a hit.
Wow.
Big, yeah.
Oh, it's an 8, so that's a raise, right?
It's a raise. Oh, what
Oh!
the hell?
I don't think it matters.
And that's an explosion.
Wow.
He's killing
pretty great.
they're killing my deputies. Okay, so you used basically did you just Zorro him with your bayonet there?
More or less, yes.
Relieve him of his pain. So basically that was, which deputy was it? That was number
It was number 7.
Number 7 is no longer with us. No, he's not, with 3 wounds.
And is moving an action, or do I have to declare that before, after? Like, can I move up to 32 now, or?
Yeah, you can move. Yeah, I think you can move and swing, right? Or can you?
I think, moving is
Yeah.
a free action, but running requires
Yeah,
like an
more.
extra action.
Okay.
The pace die? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I don't know if I can get up to
To-
32's face, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
heading
they're
that
all
way.
within they came out the front door.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Deputy 32. Where's he at? Okay.
The one
so-
I walked up to.
Okay. So
Friend
he's
just got destroyed.
yeah, so you're walking up to him. Okay. So isn't there he can't shoot you within in that short
He
run? what
can
was-
with a one-handed weapon, but
Yeah.
it's against parry instead of the 4.
Okay. So if he pulls out his Colt and shoots you, he'll take his. So where's Doctor? And what he said. Yeah, they read the rules. I just hadn't soaked them all in enough yet. I need extra bennies to soak it in. You know when it? No, never mind. Okay, so he's gonna shoot the doctor. I mean the father. So ranged attack, and in that a 2, so I miss. Right?
He missed at point blank range.
Well, don't. So it's
That's a
this.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be
I don't
fair,
think
my
the
parry's a 9.
You take the shooting skill, right? And I try to shoot him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, it is a D6. They're the same. Okay, so yeah, you stopped up on him. He was seeing what's going on, and he was pulling his gun out, and it goes off into the ground. And he's trying to back up from you. Now, can he just back up? Yeah, he's gonna take some steps back out of your melee range for a second.
Are there op attacks? I forgot to look that up.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, we have the pro in chat, so maybe he'll let us know.
Corey, are there op attacks in Savage Worlds? Mr. Know-It-All? If they have a weapon out.
And the priest has his bayonet.
No, I do have my bayonet out.
So if the deputy steps back, it's a melee attack. He gets just a free melee attack. What you're saying? This is said. I'm getting so schooled tonight. It was going to happen sooner or later. So okay. Apparently you do, Father. Would you like to bless him?
Of course.
Oh God! Here we go. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's a hit with a raise.
Very nice.
Smote him. Smote him.
He is shaken. Okay, so I have to. It's okay. Shows him shaking now.
Yep.
Apply it. Oh, I apply it there. That's what that means. Okay.
I figured out why my rolls weren't going through the first time either.
Why is that?
The bottom left corner where you have that modifier star. There's the little target sign, and if you click it, it has apply rolls to target, apply rolls against parry, or don't apply rolls against target. And I think I had that turned on the wrong setting.
Oh, okay.
So I had to turn it on to apply versus parry.
Parry, gotcha. Cool. All right, Deputy 32. Okay, so he's shaking, so he's done with. Dr. Ivan. Oh, you talk. Hey, look at that, Ro. You taught Corey something. Mr. Know-It-All didn't know it all. Okay.
You know that same little target buttons in
I'm so gonna get in trouble with
fantasy
him.
grounds.
We're going to
5e.
to zap the marshal again and the 2 deputies to the south this time.
I'll tell you, Corey, if Ro or Joe, they can figure it out, which they figured out, then yeah, leave it to these 2 guys.
We don't have lives.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So that hits,
I'm gonna say 4 hits regardless, right?
and so then I drop the damage on him.
He's shaking. So who was that on? Deputy 19.
On the marshal. Wasn't he already shaken, or because you soaked the wound, or did you soak the shake as well?
Sure, yeah.
I think when you soak a wound, you soak the shake too, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he is apply it. So now he's shaking.
Okay.
That's so cool. They did apply. Now I see what that was. I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Okay, so that hits. And we
On who?
23.
He's shaking too. Okay. Awesome.
And we'll hit 33. Hopefully.
Natural 1.
Oh no, I gotta.
Uh-oh.
I gotta use that.
Benny time.
This is why I have so many fate chips, because I'm pretty sure that natural 1 blows up my device and kills everyone.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh, look at that. He's shaking all my dudes.
Double check.
All right.
And that's everything. So now I hit in turn. There you go.
All right. Deputy combat reflexes +3. He remains shaken. So I can't do anything while he's shaken, correct? He loses.
Think they can roll a spirit.
Spirit. Let me make
It
sure.
rolled automatically.
It did. That's what that was. And
He
combat
failed.
reflexes +2. So he can just move is all I can do. Okay. So he will. It does it automatically. It did. But he just can't do any. He can't do any combat. Or I could spend a Benny. No. I've got an idea for my Bennies. But if I can at least move, then he's going to step back over here to take some cover behind. What is this building here? Oh, They never actually walked in and looked at this, so they didn't. I don't think y'all have even been to the building to the north side of the saloon.
No, we have not been in that building 6.
No, you haven't.
Nope.
Okay, so he's going to take some cover while he's trying to get a hold of himself here. Okay, Marshall Bryce, shaken status removed. So he did that, and he is he's going to back himself up out of your. He's going to move back toward the jail, and so Cynthia, you can smack him again.
Yeah. Okay. So it was fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Plus D. Well, it was strength plus a D4, right?
Fighting for the attack and strength.
yeah,
Okay, the damage. Okay, all right.
but does the fighting get any like additional like bonus to it or no?
Just the wild die.
Just your wild die that you
Okay.
normally get. All right. Just like it. Oh my god. Oh, that was the wild die. Okay, so that's one up. So it was a 5. So it's
Against
again
his parry, which is a 6.
6. So
Oh man, I want to roll a Benny. Can I do that on
Yes,
an up
you-
attack?
yeah, no, I don't have a problem. Yeah, so because yes, I'm assuming you could anyway, but I'm not gonna have a problem if you want to. So go right ahead.
Okay. No, that was worse. Okay.
You
he
drop it
tried,
on.
she
Yeah, you drop
failed.
it in on fighting. He says, "Yeah, okay." So you swung, and he still was able to duck up out of your way.
Well,
And he is, he's moving back into the jailhouse area. All right. So, I don't think. Yeah, he's going to do that. Okay, Thaddeus.
I am going to take as many steps forward as I can so that he's still in good range, which would be,
He would be.
right
Okay.
about there.
Yeah, you keep it inside your 12 range, I guess, or
Yeah, 12.
good enough to be able to shoot him. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to shoot him with both barrels again.
He's been dying to do this since he started. He's just been dying to shoot. There's a hit. Oh my god.
nice.
And another shot.
Well, I have to.
Oh,
No,
nice.
another hit with a raise.
And that's a raise. Bye-bye, Marshall.
Ooh, he's
Shaking.
Oh, you didn't have the first shaking and stuff applied.
Oh, so I needed to apply it. So that would. So, how many wounds does the marshal have? I don't know. Let me
2.
check.
I have
He should.
3 after
He should
this,
have
I think?
3. Yeah, that's what I thought. What does it show me though? Base reach doesn't.
Because I see them on the thing, but it doesn't look like they've been applied yet.
Well, so apply this, and then as another one in.
Oh,
So-
dude, he has 3
Oh, there it
wounds.
goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Shaking in 3 wounds.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't. How do we know when he dies?
It should
Isn't
say
3 wounds the max?
incapacitated.
Okay, so he's got more. So he's got 3 wounds right now,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And that'll be it.
All right. Well, she will use her gun to try and shoot at Deputy 33.
Okay, he's down the middle of the street. Yep.
Okay. And she has shooting.
Yeah, he'd be. Yep. Okay.
Did it?
Sh-
Thing.
You should be able to just go to your combat.
Oh! Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, but that's damage, isn't it?
Nope. There's a dice next to the equipped weapon too on the far left-hand side.
Oh, good to know. Thank you.
Mhm.
Should I re-roll that again?
So
or
a 6 against.
It still rolls your wild dice too, though.
Oh yeah, go ahead and re-roll it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Knight. It's on cooldown, and I've got to get the cards working anyway. So if you want to buy him one, you can give it. You can give Sentia another Benny. That's fine. Right now. Yeah, Knight's do bought you Benny. Okay, so you still missed though. Paching!
Okay. I can try again, but it's at a -2.
Uh huh.
Well, but you normally have to declare that because the first one's also at the -2.
Yeah, they all are. Yeah, because you're going to take multi-actions.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. But she'll just stay, I guess, on this side.
Okay.
And that will be all.
Okay, so Deputy 50 is
He's not shaking anymore.
he's not shaking anymore, and he's going to back up, and they're going to move them. He's moving into the building to take cover, and so when y'all shoot, what's the cover? Let me see, where's that at? Or is there
I
any?
think partial cover is -2.
Yeah, he's gonna get.
They're there. They're in the affected modifiers.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to see where he's at. So, he is going to have. He's going to be behind there. He's going to get medium cover here. Yeah, and he'll shoot at the good father right there.
Not Padre Alejandro.
He's going to shoot at Father Allah. Yes, he is. He's going to shoot at him. So he will. He hit you. And you are shaken, Father Alexander. Shall you spend a Benny?
No, not at this time.
Alright, so I shall apply that. And that's his turn. And then Deputy 33 will return fire. Santia, I think you shot at him. So he's going to.
He's still shaking.
Oh, he is. He's shaking.
So how do I can. Didn't he get a roll?
He got a roll.
Failed it.
Oh, he failed it. Oh, never mind. I didn't see that. Okay. Boom. Okay.
Oh, you got a Joker.
Joker's Wild, Dr. Ivan.
So is it randomized after each turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
You redraw every time. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
I guess we'll.
And a Joker gives +2, I think, to
Mhm.
stuff.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
+2 to what?
I think your attack roll.
Let's see if there's a modifier for Joker.
Don't forget, we got our cheat sheet.
I think it automatically does it since you pulled one up after.
Corey says all rolls.
All
Okay.
rolls.
Oh,
Attack,
wow.
damage, etc. Yep.
Yay!
Okay.
It's
Well,
automatic, I think.
I think
We're gonna zap
yep.
Deputy 50, Marshall Bryson, and
Yeah.
Deputy 33.
See, Corey, I have my cheat sheet. I'm a cheater.
Guess we'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
See if it automatically adds. Well, I guess it won't matter.
Oh my God!
What the hell was that against?
Wow!
Massive raises.
Against who?
Deputy 33. So that's just 1d6 increase, right?
It's going to do it for you, right?
I think they said not for spells.
That's
Not-
a plus.
yeah,
Plus a
not for
D6.
spells.
Yes, he's saying it's yeah. Oh my God. 3. Oh, whatever. Okay. Well, he just okay. So not on spells. That's right. Okay. So yeah. So he
fried.
lights up and in typical cartoon fashion, bzzz, and it's just a husk of a body, and it just kind of dissolves. And Deputy 33
gosh.
is no longer with us.
We'll shoot at the Marshal. That should hit. So then we.
Incapacitated, vigor Roll on the injury table. The injury goes away when all wounds are healed. He's dead. How does he survive that? Uh-oh, now what are you doing? Marshall Bryce.
I shot the... Is that the marshal?
Yeah, that's the marshal. And so he's gonna get back inside. So he's got a wound. So I can just take my Benny and soak it.
But he failed, so he still takes the wound?
Fakes the wound, right? So if he does... Oh, no. Wah, 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 wah. Marshall Bryce collapses up against the side of the building, clutching a hole in his chest. What would have been his innards were going to spill out, but no longer. No. Now I can't keep spinning. How do I? He's dead. Oh, because I applied the effect to him and all that. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I could have run another Benny to re-roll it and all that. Okay, but he was good. Marshall Bryce is dead. Okay.
Okay, let's see if this cover thing automatically does. I don't see that it took the cover away.
It's on him. Wow.
But that would miss with the cover.
Yeah, it would. It's a miss because it's -2.
And that's, I think, all we're gonna do.
Deputy 23 is going to shoot at Santia.
He's still shaking.
He's still shaking. Never mind. Wah, wah, wah. Well, you know what? We'll spend a Benny, and I roll a vigor roll, right?
I think for the removing a shaken, it's just automatic if you spend a Benny.
You just have to drop it on the shaken.
I did, and it didn't do it. It's auto. I did drop it on there, unshaken. Well, he's unshaken now. Okay, because I dropped it on the shaken, but it didn't do anything. Okay, so he's going to attack.
23.
Yeah. And he, pa-ching!
Yeah.
All right,
God, what are these
Santia.
guys, stormtroopers?
Yeah. It's me running them. What else? What do you expect?
Deputy 23 tried to shoot at me.
He did, and he's got some cover, so he's lightly covered though. So let me make sure and put that on him. So if you try to shoot him, he has got light.
Is there cover on the porch of the doctor's office here?
You could move into his doorway.
Like right here?
Yeah, basically there's a door there that kind of opens up into the street.
So she's gonna shoot right back at Deputy 23.
Okay. It's at a -1. Still.
It worked.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I don't know why. Interesting. Yeah, it did on him. I still got a hit. You still shot.
Because it's a spell versus.
No, I say probably something to do with it being a spell or power.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. He is shaken.
He's shaken.
The GM is out of bennies. Wah, wah, wah. Okay.
All right. And that's that for now.
So
Okay.
you need to apply the shaken?
It is. I gotta apply it. Yeah. Thank you.
And Deputy 32 is no longer shaken.
Okay. 32 is here. Okay, so he will back up. He's gonna put himself up against the bank here, and he's going to fire at the good father. Ting! Deputy 33 is in the middle of the street, and he's emboldened because how can a woman outshoot us? And
He's incapacitated.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he is incapacitated.
I was saying, he got vaporized earlier.
Oh. Is he dead?
Benny that?
Yeah, he
Is that-
did.
That means
Is
he
that what
was
that means? I just thought he would kill him like he did the dude, unless the marshal was a wild card that could.
Marshall was a wild card.
Is that why I did it that way? Okay, well then he's dead.
incapacitated.
Okay, now what's happening?
Oh,
Alexander's no longer shaken.
Okay,
Padre is okay.
Take a
Is there
baseball
enough
bat.
distance for me to move normally to catch up to 32?
No, because he backed away from you. So you would have to double move. He was outside of your normal range.
Okay, so that'd be pace. How does pace work? Because it's a D6. Does that just give me 6 more feet?
You just basically roll the dice, but I would give it to you if you're going to take it. Don't we? Since we're not using a map right now.
Okay, so that'd be a -2 because I'm going to run and attack.
Yeah, the Roscoe P. Coltrane. Okay. Yeah, you got close enough to him. I wasn't worried about that here. Just in the multi-action deal is fine. Ooh, no.
Oh, no.
I need to re-roll that.
You can.
Oh, but it's a critical failure. I don't know if you can.
Oh, wait, can I not?
I don't think you can.
I don't
Yeah, that's
know.
right. On the
On critical failure, I don't
Ask
think you
Corey.
can.
No, yeah,
Ask
Corey, I was going to say, I
Josh.
don't think you can. That's that maybe in the new adventure edition, maybe you can.
All right. Now, this is the fun part because this is where my hindrance comes in.
Uh-oh, what's it going to be here? Let me see. Hindrance.
Grim Sermon of Death.
Uh-oh. All right. Even hand-to-hand attacks allies will mean that old one comes up. This may require a little imagination, but either weapon flies out of the hero's hands and strikes his friend. The hero must move adjacent to his erstwhile comrade and accidentally whack him. So, yeah. The old edition you can, I think. The new edition you can't. Oh, shit. Okay, so your bayonet's going to fly off. You're gonna lose it. You swung so hard and it flew. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So
It disappeared. It flew up. You'll have to go find it.
But he has to strike
it,
or.
it hits an ally.
Oh, no.
Um.
It's flying this way.
Okay. Yeah. It actually flies backwards. And he swings so hard, and he's like raising it up, and he lets go of it as it's going on the backstroke. So we've got we've got 2 companions that are in the way because Santia, she moved up into the doorway, or was moving into the doctor's office. So we have a flying bayonet coming toward Thaddeus or Dr. Inverse. So you can roll a dice and you can call odds or even and tell who's odd and who's even. Uh-oh.
So it's got a nice little curve on it then, huh? If it's gonna hit me.
That's not a bayonet. That's a boomerang.
That's fine. Okay, then he's going to hit his own. He's going to hit his good friend. That's fine, Thaddeus. That's a well played, you old fart.
I'm like,
and it could have been. You never know. So apparently, Dr. Inverse helmet has got magnets in it. Okay, and your bayonet is coming straight for his head. Would you give him?
Since it's a critical fail, it adds a D6 as if it was a raise.
Oh.
I forget, don't you have to make an attack roll against the ally, or is it not?
No, automatically hits the nearest friendly character in sight.
Okay.
Oh, no.
This is the way to go out and end the
Fire
session
or
tonight,
not.
guys.
Well,
it says whether they're in the line of fire or not.
Yes.
Yes.
By some
that's all
miracle,
three of
I
us then.
hit someone.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, Dr. Inverse has a bayonet sticking out of him right now.
Oh my god.
That's the end of my turn.
so can I try to soak that now when it hit, or?
I would assume you could, yes.
All right, let me see.
If you hit control, it brings up an option to soak on the character on the combat track.
Yeah, he tried to do it, and he rolled a Joker's bonus +2 trait roll was a natural 1.
But it's a 6, so did that succeed?
No,
or not?
well, I think that the trait
it
roll's a
says
1, so
soaked.
you've...
The
It's
tracker says soaked.
It says soaked.
Okay. I thought it wouldn't with the natural 1, but okay.
That's mostly for like if I like when I use my
Succeeds.
thing.
Okay.
If my trait roll is a 1, no matter what happens,
Fails,
my stuff
yep.
blows up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nope. You soaked it.
Yay!
Yeah. I was gonna have it head for the helmet and impale you in the head,
Oh
and
my
possibly
goodness.
ruin your contraption. All right. Deputy 50 is inside, and he shuts the door and begins to bar up the door, and slamming it up, and he is doing that and he's breaking out a window while he is gonna do all that stuff. Marshall Bryce, why is he still? I've got him dead. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, Thaddeus.
Oh, let's see. Who do I want to shoot?
Only one you can see is 23.
Deputy 23.
Yeah, he's got a small little bit of cover on him. I've already applied it to him. So.
All right, I will shoot at him.
You still got him. Oh my God. Yeah. All right, that's a hit.
Nice.
I don't have any bennies.
He's gone.
He died. He kind of falls back. He kind of falls back up against he's in the middle of the alley. Okay, Thaddeus.
If I were to step over this direction to about there, would I be able to see the Deputy 32?
Yep. Now he's got some cover, and Alexander's in front of him also.
Okay. I'm still gonna shoot him.
Yeah, he's going to get a little bit more cover because of Alexander. Here, let me give him. No, that's not what I want. I want effects. So we'll give him. Let me remove that one, and he's going to get. Where's my cover? Cover. Yeah, all right. Okay, it's on him.
And then I will spend a Benny to reroll that.
Okay. And they're Benny Rich. I'm like, me. Oh my God. What the hell?
Wow.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, Gary, you know what? What the hell? Okay, so how does it, what does the bullet go in, come out the other end, hit something, go back? It does the JFK maneuver, okay? And it goes,
I was gonna say.
I'm a damn assassin of fate. I can curve bullets. What can I say?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the bullet enters and exits and comes back in and enters him from another side, another angle, and you see his body, and it just keeps jerking as the bullet's going in and out of him.
What is it? The Jackie Chan Western one, where they're talking about he's fighting the mummy and he shoots one bullet and it ricochets through the canyon, killing all.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. And then it exits out, the bullet finishes out, comes out his eye, and it's lost all its momentum, and it just kind of goes, and then it just drops straight down and lands on the ground. Okay.
Wow.
So that's the end of my turn.
That is the end of the turn. So we were somewhat. It's an ace, all right.
Got
right.
another Joker.
Yeah, he did get a Joker, but you have one. Okay, what? Oh, you shot the wrong one. That's why. Okay, so you shot the one. We'll move him. There's one deputy. Y'all can't see him. He's inside. How did it shoot? How did you get the other guy then? I thought I hit him.
No, he was still visible until just now.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's why. I thought I had him hidden. But yeah, so 50. Okay, so there's one deputy in the building, and he's barred up the building and all that, the jail, and the four of you all here, and we will hold right there.
But that has not even got to tell us he's a good doctor in the building. All is the good news. There's some bad news, but mostly good news. He has fat now.
You also have a blade stuck in you.
No, I soaked that.
He soaked
It's
it.
in the coat.
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
Actually, that'd be right. It cut through, and he's got some holes, and it's laying down on the ground. Okay, so we will
All right, do you
hold
think I
right
can get
there.
that back?
Yeah, nicely done. Okay, that was fun. So we got to get to more to that. I've been trying to get it to. I was just a little concerned. And we'll do some more. But Corey, you're going to help me this weekend get over this some more, just so we can learn it and be better comfortable with it. Because I was dreading. I was like, I'll just get one little combat out of the way. But no, they got to attack the main force in town already.
Well,
so,
I mean, he went after my friend.
He
and
started it.
One of my traits.
and let me tell you also, the last thing, and we're going to leave it at, when the body, actually all four of you roll me notice rolls real quick.
Okay.
One little deal.
You want me to smack you down with this one too?
You're going to find out. I don't even worry about it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, actually, Thaddeus, you rolled a natural one. So you are.
On the trait roll, yes.
You're right. Yeah. So the other three of you, when the bodies were falling, when you killed somebody, you heard the bells in the church ringing.
Oh.
Okay.
Ominous.
Yep. And they would stop, and then the next person died. You all kind of think about that, and the bells were ringing again each time someone died on the streets there.
And my hindrance being loyal. I couldn't let him.
No,
Yeah,
you played out. No,
same.
the bennies are brown, and so you guys have bennies. Well, yeah, no, it was well played. So, and I enjoyed that. That was fun. That made the game. I was like really concerned. I was having fun. You guys figuring out stuff going on in the town, but we need to get some combat going. So you successfully did
our
that.
group. We always find out how things happen.
Just remember, next week, I'm making that deputy in there surrender and tell us everything we need to know.
Well, he's in there right now. We're going to hold. He's still on combat tracker. All right, folks. We appreciate it, guys and gal. That was a lot of fun. We will be back tomorrow night for episode 2 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Corey is on Wednesday nights doing East Texas University. Thursday night, I've got the Deadbeats still finishing out of the Abyss. And Friday night, we have the newbies playing Lost Mines of Fendelver. And I may actually have to find a new player because one of them's going to have to drop out already. So try to find a newbie to play the Lost Mines with the group. Other than that, please follow us, check us out, head up on the Discord and say hi to everybody. And we'll be back here tomorrow night, 7:30. So come check us out. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.